Alright, we should be live. I would hope here that I'm live. Maybe. Refresh. It's live stream online now. Ba-ba-ba. Yes, it is. Alright then. Hello, everyone. It's me again, Sly99, aka No Brainer. I've got a very short period of time where I'm going to be here with just you guys in the chat. Well, not in the chat. Just for you guys in the YouTube right now, as still says that I have reviewers. Oh God, we got a viewer. Abort, abort, abort. YouTube chat. Nope, nope, nope. Hi, hello. Yes, to the viewer. Right now, then I need to actually tell people that I am streaming. There we go. That's yep. There we go. All right. Hello. Right. Yes. This has not been an awkward beginning. Nope. Who knows? Maybe that one viewer is just me, and he didn't. Well, clearly I heard everything I said, but who knows? Alright, so the plan today is to play a lot of games. Basically, just gonna play the three decks that I'm thinking of taking to Worlds. We've got the AAR, which is my Akbar Ayla Ray. No, wait, it's AAP, sorry. Akbar Ayla Padawan. Do I have it called AAR? Because that would be really dumb if I have it called AAR. I have it called AAR. It's using. I need to change that name. I probably got that wrong in the Stars DB as well. That is so dumb because I am using Ayla instead of the Ray, so there's no R. But there is a P and R. That's so dumb of me. All right, so I need to fix that at some point. Can I actually change names on Star Wars Destiny DB? Because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now whilst I'm filling for time here. I'm gonna fill time for myself whilst you guys just have to look at this empty screen whilst I'm waiting for someone to turn up. Deck lists. No, my decks, should I say. AAR, edit, name, AAP. AAP sounds so much worse than AAR. But I guess that's what I'm calling it now, AAR. Alright, so for those of you who can't read that white text at the bottom, the plan here is that if I manage to break my $60 maximum limit that I've ever managed to get in a single stream, I'll change this to Saturdays. Because I know a lot of people prefer Saturdays, and even though it's a bit more awkward for me, if I get the money rolling in to make up for it, then I'm easily bribable. Okay, that's just how this goes. I'm easily bribable. So if we manage to get $60 this night, then I will in fact change the time to Saturdays. In fact, even though it says that there's 23 hours left, any time this week, if I manage to, even after this session ends, if people on the YouTubes or watching the VODs, whatever, want to actually donate for that week, I will count it towards this donation total. So if we manage to get more than $60, then I will change it to Saturdays. But otherwise, it'll go back to Fridays as normal. Unfortunately, I'm had to do for a Saturday this time because I had a work engagement. Work was doing a congratulations to everyone party for the new release of the new of the new software that I was technically developing for 5 weeks. Like, technically I spent 3 weeks training and then 2 weeks doing with it, and most of people spent like, I don't know, 20 weeks on this thing, but yeah. I took part in the party, And I did that instead of pay attention to you guys. I hope you're happy. Well, you should be, because it was bowling, and I'm really bad at bowling, and I came second to last out of like 15 of us. It was terrible. I scored like a 70 in my second frame, which wasn't too terrible. Second game, which wasn't too terrible. My first game, I scored a 55, and that is absolutely pathetic for me. Like, well, not for me, but I'm really bad at bowling. Okay, that's what you need to know. I'm just really bad at bowling. And oh god, I've accidentally turned on my stream. There we go. Hopefully you guys didn't hear any of that in the bottom. Any of that in the bottom? What? Any of that in the background, I should say, as I'm still waiting for people to turn up to this. Now, there have been some new cards, and well, if I'm filling for time, I'll fill for time by talking about these then, I guess. We have if people want to turn up with the new cards, they're welcome to. I won't be playing with them tonight. Honestly, there's not enough new cards to actually make me think, oh, I need to build a deck around this, you know? I mean, sure, we've got Botan, and oh, here we go. I like to dig. All right, we have someone. We have someone here. I'm red. Yep, he's blue. All right. All right, he's blue. Sure. Sure. All right. He doesn't seem to want to change anything else, so sure, here we go. I like to dig. Here we go. 707 ping, let's not worry about that. And I'll just warm my feet up with AAR here. It's not AAR, it's AAP. Ah, I'm so wrong. More APA. Would APA sound better than AAP? I don't know. Oh, I need to promote. That would make sense to promote him there. 999 ping. Is that really that bad? I mean, according to my stream, I'm not having drop frames at least, so there might be some issues on his end, some issues on my, and a lot of issues on my end. Like most times, it's usually around like, I don't know, 600. So yeah, hopefully he just deals with that, because otherwise I'm just popping through random people's random people and being like, hey, I'm streaming right now, and it's like, oh, this stuff. Oh, there we go. That's a shame, but never mind. I'm not the best host. Alright, so let's put second die of Ayla here. Let's draw some cards, and let's have a look here. Handcrafted Lightbow is not necessarily a great thing to start with, because, you know, the Padawan would rather not have the Handcrafted Lightbow on her. She'd rather have something else, but the rest of this hand is looking decent. We can toss out the lightsaber training here. We could keep it and do like a lightsaber training with the 4-speed stuff. But I think it's fine with that. We'll keep the lightsaber pull. Lightsaber pull is really good just as a tutor effect, and we'll draw 2. We'll see what we get. Hopefully, I'm hoping kind of just a, okay, I didn't get a weapon. That's fine by me. Not getting a weapon here, because lightsaber pull is effectively a weapon, right? Probably gonna pull out the heirloom lightsaber for the start, and toss that on the Padawan, toss a 4-speed on Ayla, and then we'll see what plays we can make off of an early start up against an opponent here who's running General Grievous Kylo. So probably a 2-die Grievous, 1-die Kylo. Grievous is of course very scary if he manages to get if he manages to get 4 weapons on him. He's terrifying, but you know, Kylo is not a good engine. Like Kylo is not a good engine. He does not provide resources, so I doubt he's going to be able to do that. But we will see. Ooh, he's really lagging. Really lagging. Jeez. Alright. I hope this gets better for him, and then subsequently it gets better for us. Alright. Let us turn off the hood so that I have more space to view things in. Yep. He dropped his die. Moving his mouse really slowly, and there we go. Now his mouse is working. Incredible. Alright, then he's gonna... That goes to the wrong way. Okay. Well, we know he has a 4-strike, which only works with blue dice, so an interesting choice there. Alright, he puts a card all the way over to the side. Okay. Puts another card on top of it. I don't know why he's going all the way over, but sure. Because he's still going to put them on top of that deck, right? And then shuffle? Yep, okay, good. Because you don't get to just toss them to the side, draw, and then put them on top of the deck, because that, of course, would be really dumb. Draw 4. There we go. Alright. So we can get ready to roll, I hope. Today. Hey, there we go. His ping's dropping. His ping's dropping. Hooray! Seems like everyone else has got off the internet in his house or something. Hooray! Okay, so we will be able to actually speed up this game now. Alright, roll. 3 versus a 5. So he wins the battlefield choice. So he gets to choose his battle. He gets to choose which battlefield he wants. Now, if it's my battlefield, that's fantastic, because Honor Guard will like crazy. But we'll see. He's using his battlefield. Alright, cool. So I'm just going to put a shield up on Padawan here, shield up on Ayla. Actually, I'll put 2 shields up on Ayla. I don't mind if he goes and tries to kill the Padawan first, because I'm just going to put an heirloom on her. Here's hoping I don't regret that. He puts a hunting rifle on Grievous. Okay, that makes sense. So he's just going to go with some really, really low-cost stuff. And then, like, try and do the power action. Which, that might work, because I don't have hard removal here. So we'll find out. Lightsaber pull. Search for heirloom. Heirloom obtained. Boom. If I have, you know, if I actually get like an ancient lightsaber or a Shotos or something, then I'll usually look for a second Shotos or something like that. You know, lightsaber pull's nice and effective. One of the cool things about lightsaber pull is the standard of most card games is that shooter effects are really good, because then that means that early game you get to draw whatever you want, and then late game you've not got your deck full of filler cards. What that means here is that every time I use lightsaber pull, I've got a higher chance later on of drawing a handful of removal, which I will want in the late game. So obviously the correct decision is going to be going for Grievous, because Kylo has 11 health for 10 cost. That's actually kind of insane. He's probably going to be putting all of the Akbar damage on Kylo. And of course Grievous is the threat here with that hunting rifle, and probably going to have more rifles. Alright, he's got a 3 melee and a double range. That's terrifying. So he can probably kill off the Ayla immediately this round. So I'm just going to roll out Ayla straight up here. So that he doesn't kill me turn 1. So I actually have dice to use. I can get that resource to play out the Honor Guard if I want to, which I might have to. I might have to go for an Honor Guard start here, because that 3 melee is really huge, right? He's got Darth Vader dice in terms of strength. Well, slightly better. I mean, that 1 melee is slightly better for like a close quarters assault or something. So Intimidate to remove Ayla's shields. Alright, so this is why I'm supposed to actually, you know, so I'm actually supposed to split the damage, split the shields. But who runs Intimidate, honestly? This guy, clearly. Alright, so the reason why I play the Force Speed instead of go for the Resource Honor Guard is because he intimidated Ayla, so he's going to go for Ayla first, and that means he's not going to get off this turn 1 kill. Oof, 2 indirect and a blank. Not great. I was hoping for some melee so that I could, you know, close quarters assault. Okay. That's why you don't have Force Strike. Force Strike is a Darth Vader card, and a Darth Vader card exclusively. It feels like a lot of the time. I don't think anyone else actually has melee size for it, right? So he's stuck with this blue card right now. That is worthless for him. All right, sorry. Wait, I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Alright, I'm an idiot. So I was like, wait, why is he giving himself a resource back? I gave him the resource, and I'm like, oh, he resolved the Grievous die. I didn't even notice that he resolved the Grievous die. So that was really dumb of me. So let's roll out the Akbar here. Guess a blank. Okay. I was hoping for the two focus, not gonna lie, but you know, that's only a 1 in 6. So what's he gonna do then? Because he still has 3 cards in his hand, and those could be very dangerous here. I will probably discard the... Do I discard the other Close Quarters Assault or the Honor Guard? The thing is, Honor Guard is really useful for dealing with, like, these 3 sides, obviously. So that makes things a little bit awkward. Without my battlefield, though, Honor Guard loses a lot of effectiveness. My battlefield being Docking Bay, of course, which will allow me to start recurring it. Just gonna resolve the 2 ranged. Just gonna resolve the 2 ranged. Alright, cool. Cool. And that's the Kylo die. That's not the correct die. Alright. Lag can do things. Okay, so I'll do this. I'll discard the other close quarters assault. It feels really bad to do it, but I will discard the other close quarters assault here. Do I reroll this 1 melee? I do reroll this 1 melee. I'd much rather try for a 2. Don't get that, but I do get 2 melees out of that roll. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. I'll focus to the 3, I guess. Not in a great position here, but I don't want to discard either of these cards, so I won't. I'll close quarters assault him. I want to close quarters assault him, then have him claim, and then he'll put the other 2 cards back in his deck, and it'll be great. So let's close quarters assault for 3. He loses 3 cards from his hand. I'm so confused because he does not have a... Okay, so he doesn't have a profile picture. I was like, ooh, Red Eyes profile picture, but no, that's not what he's got there. Alright. So, what are those? The Shoto's Force Strike and Lightsaber Throw. Okay. Take 2 damage from Ackbar. Well, Ackbar can't proc twice because when you play or discard, and that's placing on the bottom of the deck, that's not discarding. So, alright, as expected, he's going to put it onto the Kylo. Still his turn, so he can still claim, because that's basically all he can do here. There's no reason for him to beat passing. Let's be honest, it's not like he's gonna convince me that he can do anything else. So I'll play the Honor Guard for 1, and then I will resolve 6 into Grievous. Alright, and I'll get 2 resources and start the next round. Alright, double Bespin Wingard, not great. Gonna be honest, not great. These are great cards to have at the end, especially. Because at the end of the game, you don't have things to spend your resources on, really, so Bespin's fine. Bespin, of course, is supposed to is supposed to use up with Ackbar's ability to just really stop your opponent from being able to re-roll and stuff. Makes it really awkward for people. But in the early game, like I said, I'd rather have another weapon. But he gets to go first, and what is he gonna do? No, seriously, what's he gonna do? Come on, make it. All right, he's gonna activate Grievous. All right. Makes sense. I do have the overconfidence to deal with if he rolls a 3 melee. I have a clash as well to help deal with the melee sides. He did just roll a 2 disrupt though, which makes things really awkward if he actually decides to resolve that. But then that's not 3 damage he's taking. No, I didn't, John. No changes at all. Other than the fact that I changed the name in Star Wars Destiny DB to be AAP instead, because I realized that I don't have Raves for the R, so now it's got to be AAP, and AAP sounds so much worse than AAR, let's be honest. Alright, so he did do a double disrupt, but I don't mind spending 2 resources to stop him from resolving a die that could potentially have been quite significant, you know? Alright, let's roll in the pad one here. Resources, okay, whatever. And then I can roll in the Ackbar. If Ackbar does roll a double focus, I can use Ayla to go to the 4-speed focus, to go to 4-speed special, and then the Ackbar focus to go pew pew, and then pew. Which would not kill him, though. That would do 5 damage. I guess the Pew would make a lot more sense if these were range sides, but these aren't. These are melee sides. Lightsabers don't really go pew. They go pow. Well, no, that's lasers again. What do lightsabers go? Jing, jing, yeah, they go. That's what they do. So I would do the Ayla special into Force Speed special, Akbar focus into. There we go. It's important to get your sound effects working. You know. All right. So there we go. It's almost as if I have this professional soundboard. You know. It's great. So I don't really want to use Honor Guard on a 1 melee. Let's be honest here. So I'm just gonna. This isn't a great set of rolls, so I'm just going to discard this clash and I'm just going to reroll everything. The Ayla special's nice, but I'd rather have a 2 melee that just rolled, so that's better for me. A 2 indirect's not great because I really need to kill off this Grievous first and foremost. Discard's fine, and that's just a blank. AARP is this old people's program. Good to know. No Mercy discard. Or resolve. Is he resolving No Mercy? Makes no sense at all to resolve No Mercy. Okay, he's going to discard. I don't know why he's not activating Kylo, though. Double blank. Alright, there we go. Do I want to go for the kill here? I can decide that later. I've not got any modifier sides, so I can decide whether I want to go for the kill later. I can do a 3 melee. I'll resolve 3 melee into Grievous right now. And we'll see whether or not I want to try to reroll to try and go for a kill here. I need 4 damage. So I have a 33% chance plus a 33% chance multiplied by a 1 in 6 or a 2 in 6 there. The math gets complicated there. It's not a high chance though. We're probably talking conditionals get really low. We're probably talking around I want to say a 10% chance. The 4 speed focus would help, so would Akbar if I decide to roll that, but still not a fantastic chance to just kill Grievous this round, so I don't think I'll be greedy. I think I won't be greedy here. I'm just going to take the shields, just going to shield up. Especially with him now getting that shield on the force speed, there's very low chance I'm going to be able to kill this Grievous. So let's instead, if he plays that card, then Akbar can discard. Alright, he's discarding the force strike. Akbar will be able to discard and cause 2 damage to happen. And he doesn't roll anything worth honor guarding yet again, so sure, I'll just do an Akbar discard here. He gets a 4 speed, but all he gets is 1 range damage out of it, so there goes his other Intimidate. And he takes 2 damage from Akbar. Onto the Kylo. You know, like, mathsing it out, this Akbar ability is the equivalent of a 2 indirect off Ayla, and we know that a 2 indirect is the equivalent of about, we'll say, I think it would be about 9 to 10 points. We've got Rose, who's an 8 pointer, which has a 2 indirect side, but they also have other sides which aren't as good as 2 indirect, but then they also have, those specials are good. Okay, sure, get to claim. But there's actually cards in my hand I don't want to keep, so let's Spirit of Rebellion to get a shield back, and then let's discard this Bespin, and we will reroll these 2 die, and we'll see if I can just kill. Nope. But that is damage. Let's just. I don't think I want to get greedy here. But do I? Nah. I'll just do the 1 to the Grievous. And then the 2 indirect, which will probably go onto the Kylo. Or he can put it on Grievous. I don't know why he's trying to kill off his own Grievous here. That makes literally no sense to me. But sure, if he wants to do that, he can do that. Build to last is a neutral. Alright, good to know. It's really not a beefy deck. Grievous just has 13 hit points, you know? I mean, he's got the he's a Vader for 1520 instead of 1621, and he's got this terrifying power action, but makes up for the fact that he's not blue. And also Darth Vader has a really good ability of causing discards, but more importantly, he's not blue. Thank you, Phobos, by the way, for being here for the ping, so that I know that it's his fault when he gets to 999 ping like that. I would say Vader is still perhaps slightly better than Grievous, but that 13 health is, but that power action is really terrifying. And then again, Vader's best combination tends to be with something like a Royal Guard, which is, blue. So Grievous Royal Guard is a red blue mix, and that way you can actually play red cards, which definitely helps. Alright, so I actually did get another weapon here with this other heirloom lightsaber, but I don't have the resources for that. This deck is a little resource intensive. It makes me want to actually put in something that could get me resources, but it's very hard to have things that get resources as a blue when you're a hero blue. You can play like Adept or something, but Alright, third resource comes out for Grievous. That is absolutely terrifying. Sorry, third weapon, should I say. That is absolutely terrifying because if Grievous gets one more weapon, he has the ability to do the power action. So for that reason, of course, I do have overconfidence to deal with that. So let's roll out the Padawan here. And I get a 1 melee only, unfortunately. So do not force the Ancient Lightsaber to be used as a heal yet. But it looks like if he's about to activate, he's not going to be able to play that fourth weapon. Oh, okay, no, he was just reading the card text to make sure Grievous has the ability to play 4 weapons. That would be kind of dumb if he has the power action of, if you have 4 weapons, deal 4 damage, but you can't have the additional upgrade. Alright. Hunting rifle placed. Let's get you the die. Like that. So now he has the 4 weapons, but I do have the overconfidence to deal with him. Some would say that I'm overconfident in my use of overconfidence here. But at the same time, that's why Kylo has the 4 speed on him, so that he can go 4 speed into resolve, into roll out Grievous for the 4 power action. Oh, actually, this could be scary if he has tactical mastery to take 2 actions as well. 4 speed and tactical mastery combined are very, very powerful cheating tools. And that is one thing to bear in mind, that because you've got some good spot red cards in Tactical Mastery. Feel Your Anger, he's going to remove one of my die. That's just mean. But that means he does not have a Tactical Mastery combo. So, that makes sense. That makes complete sense that he removed the heirloom die. The heirloom die could be scary. And unfortunately, I'm still slightly too low on damage. By 1. Ugh, that sucks. I also have the Honor Guard. I've been like, hey, I've got this overconfidence, but I also just have Honor Guard. And it makes complete and total sense for me to just play the other Honor Guard right now. So now I have 2 Honor Guards to deal with his Weapon Mathoth. Weapon Mathoth? What the? Did I read Phobos and be like Weapon Fev? No. Weapon Onslaught, I wanted to say. Alright, this Kylo's going to roll in the 4-speed special and the Kylo Ren special. So, special on both of those is a problem for his Grievous to just use the ability. So let's hit a motive that, and let's say special. And let's just try and get this 4-speed out of the picture. Although that Kylo special can still hit an heirloom for 3. If he wants. Alright, 4-speed goes bye-bye. So, don't have to deal with that. So, if he's got to roll Grievous, he's got to play it fair. And this will stop him getting that 4 damage power action, which is quite an insane power action, if you can go out, Hunting rifles are actually, being 1 cost is actually very terrifying. You've got 2 hunting rifles, 2 DH-17s, so. Alright. And he hits a 3. Ow. So I got rid of the potential for him to do 4 damage, but he still manages to do 3. That really hurt, That really hurt. I'll roll out Outbar, although I probably should have, thinking about it, played Spirit of Rebellion here to just get 2 shields on Ayla, because even if I remove one of his weapon die, he can still just roll Grievous and get the damage needed to kill me. To kill my Ayla. So I really should have just taken the Spirit Rebellion whilst I had the time. That would have made so much sense. So I've got to rely on him not rolling well here to keep this Ayla alive. He rolls decently enough. He rolls decently enough. Ayla's gonna die. I should have played Spirit Rebellion. That was a big mistake on my part. I can overconfidence, but I have to remove. I have to have the ancient lightsaber or the hunting rifle land on enough that the Grievous die doesn't get removed, but the Grievous die to also not roll a damage point. Well, even so, because hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Uh, I don't think I'm willing to take that risk. I'm just gonna honor guard to remove this ancient lightsaber die, and then he kills off Ayla. Which to me, it really reduces my overall effectiveness significantly. Uh, really reduces my overall damage output because you can remove this heirloom die every turn, and then I've got basically nothing. I need to start drawing those 2-cost upgrades that I have everywhere in this deck. Boom, there goes Ayla, and there goes all 3 of these dice. And that's a real shame. It's a real shame. I'll still hit Grievous for the 1, because I can. Which puts him to 11. Still 2 away. Going to be 4 away if he decides to Ancient. He is going to Ancient. Alright, that means he's not necessarily going to have a weapon on the next round. Not going to have 4 weapons on the next round, should I say. But that's... He hurts, man. He hurts. And he still, of course, has 2 cards in his hand. He can go for a reroll here, but then Akbar will force 2 damage onto the Kylo. There's no need for him to take that 2 damage. I'm just going to Spirit Rebellion up my Padawan. So my Padawan has shields. Because things are about to get really messy for me. Because, I mean, this Grievous is probably going to be outputting 4 plus... Well, I'll stop the 4, but he'll still be outputting a good, like... We'll say 2 melee per die. So, still going to be quite significant here. Alright, he gets a resource. I'll do a discard, sure. Hit an isolation, alright. He's going to reroll, he'll take the damage, but I mean, he's got a 50% chance of hitting a damage on the DH-17, and trading damage for damage he might want to do, because he's going to be trading for the Kylo, but he's going to claim instead. That makes it even harder for me to find upgrades that I would want, so I will have to keep this heirloom, most probably, so that I actually have 2 dice for the Padawan, so that he doesn't just remove a die and not die as a result. Die. Alright, lightsaber pull. That can get me an Ancient or a Shotos. A Shotos would be lovely to have because I've already hit both of his Intimidates. I would like to get the Clash out there at some point to stop that Grievous die. To reduce the output of that Grievous die. Turning things to blanks is really good when you've got an Akbar, because when they reroll, they'll take damage. Hit the other overconfidence as well. So I can lightsaber get out the Shotos. I could put in the heirloom instead. Heirloom has a much higher chance of doing damage, but Shotos keeps me alive, and keeping myself alive, very important. This 4-speed though, hitting this 4-speed special will be deadly to me. And that's what Kylo's for. To do these 4-speed plays for the Grievous. Does not hit the 4-speed special. So that's really, really good for me. So let's, I guess, lightsaber pull. Yeah, there's no reason not to lightsaber pull here. Or do I lightsaber pull for the Ancient? Because the Ancient would be a heal for 2 rather than a get a shield every turn. Getting a shield every turn is not bad. Let's be honest here. But an Ancient would be a heal for 2. Ancient has better synergy as a +3. Ancient is slightly better. Ancient is slightly better here. I could go a handcrafted. No, I'm not going to handcrafted. Ancient is slightly better in terms of the die compared to Shoto's. And that action, if I'm trying to just survive one turn, that action is more important, but I will take the Shoto's instead. But if I'm trying to survive... Oh, he does have the other Intimidate. Nope. He's not doing that. Alright. He's like, I want to wait for the Shoto's to go off first. It's like, okay, sure. Wait for your Shoto's. Alright. You know, since he just did that, I think I would rather play the Heirloom and not get hit for 3 again. But then I can't overconfidence that 4-speed special. You know, with Ancient, because of lightsaber training, I probably should have searched for an Ancient. But, oh well, I'm gonna take a little bit of damage here doing this. But it'll be fine. Now I know he has Intimidate. I know he has Intimidate, so I don't really want to activate Pad 1 yet. He's just going to keep discarding to reroll? Alright, the more he does that, the closer I get to being able to deal 2 more damage with that bar. So, you know. Focus! This 4-speed does not want to cooperate. Very uncooperative. I'll move the Honor Guard up. Do I roll out Akbar? I don't see any reason not to roll out Akbar here. If Pad 1 dies this turn, then this is bad for me anyway. Ooh, he did get the discard side, which is really good. The double focus would have been better, but the discard side is also great. Honestly, any of Akbar's sides here, other than the one ranged, would have been fantastic. Wasn't Grievous on 11? Wasn't Grievous on 11 earlier? How did he heal? I really feel like Grievous was on 11 before. Whatever. That has Ambush, so... Oh, right, he has Ancient Lightsaber. Duh. He's going to be able to get all 4 weapons in here, and I'm going to have to deal with one of them with this Honor Guard. A lightsaber throw is going to be discarded. Okay. Oh. Alright, let's just do that for him. He really wants this 4-speed special so that he can use the Grievous power action. And I don't blame him. 4 damage is a significant amount of damage. He finally gets it. So let's overconfidence those. Force him to reroll. And this, hopefully this 4-speed goes away. Full speed goes away. Yes, a resource, but the Akbar discard is showing here, and he's going to take damage from Akbar as a result, and he's going to have no rerolls on this Grievous, so this becomes very risky. He's actually going to play it to remove my shields, and as a result, he's going to take some damage, but better than him just letting it get discarded from Akbar, I bet he's thinking. But this Akbar's dice could be very effective with some discards of its own, so... Best thing about Akbar as well is, of course, I'm doing a lot of damage to this Kylo. Akbar has procced like 3 times this game so far, so this is highly effective. I'll get my shield from Shoto's, and I didn't roll damage though. That kind of sucks. If I managed to just roll enough damage to kill Grievous here, that would have been amazing. Alas, it was not to be, but I can do a lightsaber training, which will kill him. I just need to keep the Pad 1 alive, which is way easier said than done. I've got to really hope he rolls poorly here. He's got 4 guns here. 4 guns. Oh, double blank there, and he did roll damage for me to honor guard away, because otherwise I would not have been able to honor guard away something, and he could still have done the 4 damage. But he's not going to kill me this round, and he is going to die this round instead. That's great. Would it have been more effective, I wonder, for you, once you started getting low on cards, to not reroll 4 speed again? Because you've got to assume Grievous is going to mess up at some point. Like, these Grievous dice are worth a lot. So... Oh, they only have that 50% chance, you know? It's not a great chance. It's not an amazing chance, but it's a good chance. But yeah, I'm just gonna take that pad 1 resource. And that lets me lightsaber training, which will allow me to go to 5 with the Shoto, and that kills, so... And suddenly, I go from this being very, very unsafe and scary to I win. Because he put everything into the 1 roll, and it didn't work out for him. Whew. It's very scary. In the future, I would suggest from his perspective he plays Mother Talzin instead of Kylo, and just accepts the fact that Mother Talzin's going to go off maybe a quarter of maybe half the time at best. You know, Kylo does have that 11 health, which is nice, but you know, am I going to play this heirloom? I'm not going to play this heirloom, so let me just discard heirloom and reroll and see if I get something better or not. He's going to be able to claim no matter what, so... Oh, I get the double focus sniper, so I don't need to use this lightsaber training. That's perfect. He's probably thinking to himself, damn it, he just had to roll the best thing he possibly could. But in fact, I've always had that ability. I guess I would have actually claimed if I'd just played the lightsaber training straight up, because then he would have taken I would have done the damage. Wait, I play lightsaber training. He rolls, he gets resources, I do the damage, and then, yeah, no, I would be able to have claimed, because he would have resolved resources. But it's fine. Well, dang it, I saved the resource in the lightsaber training, but... it's not fantastic. Alright, get 2 resources, draw 3 cards. And here are my Binds All Things. How you doing, guys? Took you guys long enough. I'm not a fan of Binds All Things, honestly. I've never been a fan of Binds All Things. You have to be playing upgrades every turn for it to really work out, and most of the time you're going to want to not play upgrades after like turn 3. So Binds rarely gets the value that you were hoping for. But, you know, it's great with Docking Bay, which is what my battlefield is. So you can play it, you can get it out for nothing, so it's quite effective in that respect. And I just rolled 3 damage, which is a dead Kylo. Does he have the ability to deal with that? Well, he can ancient. But that only stalls because I have lightsaber training. Sure, I'll take a shield. But that was a May, so he didn't have to remind me. And it's not going to make a difference. Okay, he removes the character die, sure. So, well, he could still have removal. He could still have removal, which is why I would have Clash, so. I was just thinking, like, the 3 melee on its own is enough. So maybe I should have kept the Shotos at a 1 melee instead of going to the +2. But I always have Clash to fix my problem. I've got all these resources, nothing to spend it on at this point, so. Well, no, the 3 wouldn't have been enough because he would have just anciented, right? As it is, because I'm exactly at 5, he can't ancient, so I would win from that respect, so. There we go. I am victorious. Still, that's pretty nasty of a deck. I think it would work a lot better if it was Mother Talzin instead. And I'm not necessarily a fan. Well, definitely not a fan of the No Mercies or the lightsaber throws. But let's reset the board. Three characters again. And he's going for 2 blue. Okay. Well, of course he's going for 2 blue because he is blue, but he's going for 2. Alright. Alright, so let me show you guys the deck that I also have in contention for Worlds. A deck that I really want to bring out. Let me first, of course, promote Randolph. Again, not seeing his profile picture. Maybe he just doesn't have one again. But this is the deck that I am... that seems highest on my likelihood to take to Worlds. Don't have as many reps with it, though, as AAR, which is now AAP. But a guy called Gnars Only, if you guys are seen on my channel, I had a game with him whilst he was streaming at one point, and he uses a Yoda Ezra deck with Rookie Pilot, and originally I thought it was a stupid idea because Ezra dies turn 1, and then you don't have anything left in the deck. But I have then realized the error of my ways when he completely demolished my AAR with it, because I just could not get any resources out to actually play cards. Part of why It Binds All Things is in there is specifically because of this heavy resource removal sort of engine. Now, his deck was a little bad, though, at finishing you off. He had good characters, but I did not like his deck. It was just heavy control, very little actual damage. So I've changed it a bit, and I've added some stronger vehicles. This is actually a fantastic opening hand, oh my god. Like, seriously. I'm not... I mean... Yeah, the only thing I'm going to do here is just swap that one out. Like, that was an amazing hand. I've got 4 really good cards here in Caution, Fang Fighters, Rally Aid, and T-47, you know? Arguably, I should have kept the Z95 because then Rally Aid has a higher chance of hitting a vehicle. In case I need to do that early or something. He's got Emperor's Throne, which is terrifying. But he's only running a Chewie. Chewie's not that effective with it. He can do it with Yoda, though. Similarly, though, I can do it with Ezra if I want to. And I rolled a 5. And he rolled a 2. Perfect, so I get to take my battlefield. He didn't say it. Randolph didn't say anything, did he? No. Okay, good. Alright, so because of that, my vehicles are cheaper. So I can just immediately start with a... Yeah, I'll pay 2 to throw out a Fang Fighter here, and it's got Ambush, and then I'll roll in Ezra. He can still get plenty of resources with Yoda, but there we go. There's the Ezra special. So now he needs to play something that costs 2, or else I get a resource out of him. Plays double dealing, so I'm going to get a resource out of him. So thank you very much for that. So I'll just get my resource. He loses his resource. Sounds fantastic to me. And I still have this other blank Ezra die out there, and this resource will, of course, pay for the Rally Aid. He's going to roll in Yoda. Okay, he wants resources probably. That's my hope, and right, that he wants resources, so I can do that. But with double dealing, of course, because he can roll a special, he can get that resource back if he wants. He gets a disrupt and discard, so he has a disrupt there, so I will just play my Rally Aid now for 1. And that way I'm saving my resource from that disrupt, even though the disrupt is not that big of a deal. You can go for that discard. He has the 1 in 3 of hitting my vehicle. Hits the vehicle, that would be annoying, but we are off to a very strong start here. Rally Aid, such a good card, such a good card. Because you can afford to play slow when you're playing vehicles, right? And if you play slow, then Rally Aid almost guarantees to work. So discard, and he hits the Overconfidence, which is not my airspeeder. So that's great for me. And there's a double focus on Yoda and also a special on Yoda. This special on Yoda allows me to Yoda Chain into Ezra to take his resource if he gets another resource from, say, double dealing. And with this Yoda chaining, I will have a lot of resources. Alright, I have the chance though to just roll out this Fangfighter this turn. There's no need to not. Shield, okay. The other thing, also, is I could just save this double focus so that I can focus the Fangfighter to the 3 and the Rookie Pilot to the 2, guaranteed. So rolling out this other stuff to see whether I want to keep this focus or not is very effective. And of course, he still has that double dealing to activate for the resolve of. He does get the double dealing to work out. So there we go. He'll have to turn my die to damage, but he'll be able to do a lot of damage. He'll be able to do a good 5 damage this round, which can do a lot of damage to Ezra, of course. But I'll be able to keep my focus and stuff. So let's do the Yoda special. Let's get a resource, turn Ezra to a special. There we go. And let's use Ezra special to steal that other resource. So this turn, I've managed to take 2 of my opponent's resources and get three of my own for a total of 5 resources this turn for myself, plus the Weapons Factory Alpha and this Rally Aid. So that's going to be a 7 resource start, effectively. Did I do the maths right? Steals 2, has a 3rd, guess 1, so that's 4, and then Rally Aid would give a 5th. Okay, 5, not 7. Yeah, I don't know why I was 7 off. Oh, okay, he's not going to go for the... he could have just done the full resolve then. He could have turned the Fangfighter to the 3 and does 3 damage, then turn the Fangfighter to the 2 and do 2 damage, but he's not doing that. So that's fine by me. Let's roll out the Rookie Pilot here, and then use Rookie Pilot's ability to roll in Fangfighter. Oh, Fangfighter gets a resource. Okay. I can double focus to the 5. But then Fangfighter. But then I have to caution. But then I don't get to caution, right? Cautioning for 3 shields would be very nice on this Rookie Pilot. So yeah, I'll caution. I'll use up this card in my hand to guarantee the Rally Aid hit, and I'll also caution. So that sounds good to me. Like, this is the ridiculousness of the Yoda Ezra engine. It's a very powerful engine. I don't actually run Chance Cube in this deck because the Yoda Ezra can just get you so many resources early. And you don't really need resources later on because you don't want to play vehicles, you just want to kill the guy. He passes. Alright, cool. So I will Rally Aid to play my T-47 for 0. This has just been a fantastic opening hand for me. And he managed to hit and he used his discard to hit the Overconfidence, which was the worst thing for him to hit. But to be honest, he should have been saving his discard side when I have a Rally Aid out and available. He keeps passing, but like... I'm just gonna keep doing stuff. Alright, so here's the interesting thing. So I could focus the Fangfighter to a 2, which would force Chewie to do it to the 3. In exchange, I take 1 more damage, he takes 1 more damage, but I don't want to take the damage, so I'm gonna focus to the 3 and to the 2. There we go. I mean, he can remove one of these dice, right? Because he does have a resource, but he's not gonna do that. Yep. And then I'm just gonna do 4 to the Chewie or the Yoda. The Yoda is more of an engine. I'll do it to the Yoda. Although, I probably, thinking about it, maybe I should have done it to the Chewie. I'm worried about second chance stuff. But... oh wow, I almost was able to claim. That's rare. 2 more resources, draw 5. Alright, Scruffy looking Nerf Herder might not be so useful here. Can of course use it to get rid of his upgrades, but he has 3 cards on the field, so he can probably pay for an upgrade here. He's gonna go for 4 speed, alright. Alright. Do I want to try and hit some of his removal, or do I want to go for an upgrade here with this? Or do I want to just not pay the resource? If I roll an Ezra, they roll double specials, and then he easy pickings, that could be a problem. But I do think that he might be going for... I think he's got a DL44 play. I feel like he's got a DL44 play, and he's waiting for me to play a card that has dice. Waiting for me to you know, roll in. So I'm going to call upgrade. Nobody does have easy pickings. He has a 4-star as well and a handcrafted light bow. The 4-star, both the 4-star and the handcrafted could be very problematic for me. 4-star is blue only, but it does have some huge connotations with the Chewy, so I will discard the 4-star. Let him keep the handcrafted. Makes sense. I know he has an easy pickings, which is worrisome when I roll in Ezra and Yoda rolls double special. But I just don't want him to be able to like Chewy 4-star. I've done that before with Ayla. With Ray. I used to play. I had a SOR deck, Ray Chewy. Worked out fairly funny. Good, they didn't both roll the same. And that is another Ezra seal. So he's going to play his handcrafted now whilst he can, which makes sense. And that means he has no resources for me to roll in Yoda here and get those specials out so that he can't easy pickings. There it is. And I know he's got an easy pickings. So here's the Yoda special. If he rolls in Chewy for double dealing, I can resolve some specials and do some things. Question is, do I want to use this special to start chaining Yoda specials, or am I okay with that as it is? Gets a double blank on the Chewy and a 2 melee. That kind of sucks. He can do a double focus, of course, but without 4 speed having a special or anything like that, he's gonna be a problem with that. What I mean by that is that without a 4 speed special, he can't do like the 4 speed special into double focus into resolve to 6. So yeah, I think I just spend a turn activating like a Fang Fighter. 3 ranged, perfect. I'll absolutely resolve that. Because I'm planning on getting more range damage out with the Headhunter and Fang Fighter here. If he discards to do a reroll, then I will be able to use the Yoda discard to hit the easy pickings, which is going to be a big deal. If I was him, I would discard to reroll, and I would discard to try and get the 4 speed going. He can roll out that Yoda die, this Yoda die, and the 4 speed special. 4 speed. He's going to discard the easy pickings, okay. I did not pay attention to what the other card in his hand was. Force Illusion, that was it. He's going to reroll all of them. I would have kept that double focus for the shenanigans. He does have the Force Speed special, and he does get that resource as a result. And he has that 6 melee showing, which is enough for him to actually play that Force Illusion. So I want to get rid of that. So I think I do the Ezra special to steal the resource. And then I'll do Yoda, and I'll get a resource and put a shield on Ezra so that Ezra doesn't die. Because Ezra's got effectively 7 health against that 6 damage now. Kamara came in very briefly. Alright. Hi Kamara, bye Kamara. Now he's got to decide whether he wants to go for this last reroll, try and get some Yoda specials to try and go for this handcrafted light bow, because the handcrafted light bow special would have done 5 damage to Ezra there, but no, he doesn't. He goes for this rookie pilot, which does make sense, because by going for rookie pilot here, let me just get rid of this. Last card in his hand, get rid of that Force Illusion. By going for rookie pilot, he still leaves the open option for Ezra for the handcrafted light bow on the next turn. So he's gonna do that so that he can resolve both of these things. So I lose a resource, he gets a shield. Big whoop. Alright, and now I can spend as much time as I want doing whatever I want, so that's just great. Not gonna have focuses though, like with Yoda, but that's fine. Alright, roll in the rookie pilot. Lands on +2. And lands on blank. Alright, discard, reroll these two. Resource and a discard, both worthless. Let's discard, reroll these two. Ranged and shield, alright. And then I will rally aid. Rally aid, get the Z95 for 0. Roll that in. Here, 2 for 1. I can resolve that or I can play the Fang Fighter here. I think I'd rather play the Fang Fighter and not resolve the C9. And we'll see what this gets. 2 ranged. Alright, so I didn't lose anything by doing that, really. So I'll take the shield, and I'll put the shield on the... I'll put a third shield on Ezra. That would be kind of dumb, because then... because of the handcrafted light bow, so I'll put it on the Yoda. Although, putting it on the rookie pilot would have made sense, because in case Chewie hits that 1 ranged. And then with 3, 6... 6 plus 5, 11. I'm just gonna kill off the Yoda, I guess. That's 5. 6, 7, 8. 8. That's 8 damage. Why did I say... Which does kill off the Yoda. Why did I say that was 11? That's 8. Even if I included that, that was 10. So, I don't know. Rally Aid. Really, really good card. Could not have done this without Rally Aid. And of course the Ezra stealing resources. And Yoda getting resources. Such a good engine. And now here we go. I've drawn into both easy pickings. This Chewie's going to have a lot of issues. Along with this Vandalize, which will be able to remove the handcrafted lipo, which locks up the game, honestly, if I remove the handcrafted lipo with this. Or if I remove, like, a second chance. Has to be character dice, though. Alright, he plays Running Interference. Interesting. I'm just going to roll Ezra. I mean... I could Vandalize that for 0, but I don't see what he could interfere with me for. He could play Concentrate after rolling in Chewie, I guess. That could be a thing. Concentrate, get whatever he wants. If Ezra had hit a special, though, or a Disrupt, that wouldn't have mattered, because he wouldn't be able to pay for it. He gets a 2 for 1, which does kill off the Rebel Pilot. Blank on the handcrafted, so he could go for... I think I'm okay with him just doing the damage, honestly. Like, the way the dice have fallen, even with the Concentrate, he doesn't kill. He puts Ezra to 1 hit point. So I'm okay with this. Get that single Yoda special, which is great. Stop that easy pickings. Get the discard, not so great, but you know, I can Yoda special into like a double focus if I need to. But I could also use it, you know, to get resources from Ezra, which would of course be the smart thing. Okay, he's gonna discard. He's gonna reroll. He wants to hit a 2 melee or a 1 melee here, so that he can actually kill off the Ezra. But then I can just oh, he rolls the ranged. He rolls double ranged for the easy pickings, right there. Losing out. Now, as I was going to say, he can't concentrate 2 dice because I could always use Yoda to steal the Ezra. So, loses out significantly there. And I will be able to use the Ezra to like get rid of a resource so that he can't... There's no way he can second chance this turn. Honestly, though, I really don't need to do any of my Yoda shenanigans until I've seen whatever it is I want to see. I mean, those two I can't do a double Yoda shenanigans, just, like, unless he's using an altar. He could be using an altar. Maybe I should have removed those resources because of altar. It's like, I don't think I'm going to get much out of removing his resources in this situation, right? Compared to, like, keeping the Yoda special up for a double focus to go for a kill. Although, I can do 3, 6, 9, 11 damage maximum, which is not enough for the Chewie. I mean, I can do more with Rookie Pilot Survives. What's the chances Rookie Pilot survives? Let's be honest here. At 2-for-1 ranged will, yeah. 2-for-1 range will kill the Rookie Pilot. Nothing I can do about that. So I can roll in the Rookie Pilot, at least get that free reroll off. The reroll does actually matter significantly in this deck. Because I rarely have enough to focus everything. Yep. He still has a resource in hand. I don't want to use any of my dice for this stuff. I can afford to, yeah. Let's play Scruffy Looking Nerf Order. Let's call Event. And if he's got something, then I get to... Oh, it's the Hyperspace Jump. Alright, cool. I get to remove his hand again. And now I get to do whatever I want and play Solitaire. 3 ranged, perfect. Blank. 2-for-1. Alright. So yeah, I'll Yoda special to get a double resource. Then using this, I can go to a 3 here. 3, I said. And do I go to the +2 on the Ezra or the 2 on the T-47? I don't think it matters. Let's go there. So this die is useless, and this die is useless, but I still get to resolve a sweet 10, just very significant damage being dealt again. And honestly, I haven't done anything really that Nars wouldn't have done with his deck, so there you go. And let's just see. I have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting this Vandalize. Let's try for it. Don't hit it. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to see if I would hit the Vandalize, because if so, I would totally take the Vandalize for 0 on that running interference. Alright, drawn 2 Y-Wings and another Rally Aid, so he can't kill Yoda. He's just not going to be able to kill me this round, and this round he dies. That's all it is to it. He can hyperspace jump though to survive. So that's all I've got to be worried about. He's got a lone operative, okay. I'll of course roll in Ezra first. Ezra hits that special. So if he rolls in a special, I can use double dealing. I can get rid of the resource that he would get from double dealing. Surprisingly, he's only used double dealing like once, and I managed to get rid of that special. So double dealing definitely not playing for itself here. Oh, I forgot a resource at some point, Waldo. Oh, I apologize. I did not notice that. All right, he does get that resource. And I can remove that if I want to, and then these 2 die are kind of worthless. I could, if I want to, just remove both of them with easy pickings to just be safe. But I'm gonna live dangerously. I'm gonna take the resource off of him. Oop, don't see that. By living dangerously, of course. I'm not actually living all that dangerously. I just want to avoid him being able to do any like significant options with that. Because it's likely, again, he was going to learn operative anyway, and then I can just... It's 3. It's heal 3. Yeah, you know, it's a significant heal. Yeah, it's easy pickings, and remove both those die. You could still have re-rolled them into something, so just remove both of them. And he can't do much damage. Yeah. And for 0, his removal is limited. I'm going to have up to 3 character dice if I want to Vandalize and get rid of that lone operative, but I don't think I'll want to. I think I just want to go for the kill here. 2 ranged, okay. You can always overwrite the lone operative with a second chance. Got to be aware of that, so I'm not going to use up these Yoda die until I absolutely have to. And ooh, that's a double discard on Yoda. Kind of preferred something else, honestly. Alright, he uses the 2 ranged. Alright, let's roll out Fangfighter. He could have like a 2 ranged, nice. He could have a... One of the problems is with this deck is a bit role dependent. He could have a hidden hidden motive, I guess. She might be wanting to save. But I can afford to just roll out all of the dice I ever want to. 2 ranged, nice. I can now actually afford to use this Headhunter, which I haven't done yet. I haven't used this Headhunter yet. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, let's play the other Ralliade. I don't know why I'm moving that there. I'd rather have both of the Ralliades next to each other. If I play Vandalize now, I can get each of these Y-Wings out for 1. But I would be using... that would mean I don't get to deal with his second chance if he has a second chance in play in his hand. Let's Ralliade. Let's see what I hit. I hit the Y-Wing. Good. If I had to get my hand forced... If I had to get my hand forced, then I would have had my hand forced. And that's all there is to it. I didn't have the resource for it, I don't think, Wado. Or did I? Maybe I did have the resource for it and I'm an idiot. There's a high possibility I had the resource for it and I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'll discard Vandalize at this point. I've got quite a few bad dice here. Let's keep this 2 and keep this 2. Let's reroll all of these. We're hoping for Yoda specials. Didn't get Yoda specials. That sucks. Didn't get any damage at all, actually. That really sucks. Well, I got a +2 there. So this is lethal. So GG. Alright. I would actually have discarded this Y-Wing gun for another reroll. The die are fairly consistent. They do just mess up a little bit at times. So there we go. Alright. And Randolph unseats. Let's reset the board. So that game worked out really well. The deck did exactly what it was supposed to do. It tanked up long enough to make a difference with the Ezra. Yeah. I want to get a lot of reps with that deck in, so I'm going to be doing this deck quite a bit tonight. Of course, just because I'm going to be playing this, you guys can totally play like the new cards if you want to. I don't think they're necessarily all that strong. I mean, Grievous is a beast. Like, he's scary, but he's nothing compared to like the Boba 7th or whatever we've got dealing with. But the hope is that this deck does well against Boba 7th, because this deck does pretty well against most of the board. It just has trouble with other vehicle decks and Boba 7th. Or at least it did back in the day. Not sure if it still does. Oh yeah, I ralliated afterwards, right? Yeah. But the ralliate afterwards didn't get me anything. It hit Runaway Boombas, which is the one not vehicle. I have 10 supports in this deck. I run 8 of them are vehicles with the T-47 Fangfighter Y-Wing Z95 package, and then the final one is the Boomers. But Rally is just good. Even if you don't hit a vehicle, Rally is still it's still a resource every turn. I mean, it's not terrible. You can afford to play slow when you want to. Alright, so it's 7th Tarkin. This is really good for me because I can keep damage off of my Ezra for a while. Off of the Ezra and off of the Yoda. Put it all into the Rebel rookie pilot. Alright, I got a Garbage Chute, which is not necessarily the best because of... you know, these guys don't necessarily need to use damage. Yeah, Vandalize is kind of worthless here. I'll keep the Y-Wing. Well, actually, Vandalize is a 1 cost to remove an upgrade. Because his upgrades are going to be like Dark Councils or something, you know? Do I keep the hidden move? I don't think I keep the hidden move. I think I just keep the Y-Wing. And I'm trying for a Rally Aid here. I hit the Rally Aid, perfect. I hit a flanking, not so perfect. This flanking is pretty much worthless, and I'm probably going to discard it for a reroll at some point. I rolled what I needed, so I'm taking my battlefield. So I don't want to lose all my shields from Ewok Village. Absolutely not. I can get a Y-Wing out for 2 right now. I'm going to start by rolling in the Ezra. This Rally Aid's probably not going to do anything turn 1 for me. Especially when I've got this double Vandalize. Ooh, double resource on Ezra. That's interesting to see. Plays a binds for 1, sure. I could Vandalize that and then he has no play for this first turn. Or I could Vandalize the actual upgrade so that he uses up another card in his hand. That makes it so much more sense. Let's just roll out the Yoda here. Yep, flanking maneuver plays exactly Waldo. I didn't roll good with the Yoda. Dark Council for free. Yeah. I don't need to Vandalize this immediately. Let's go ahead and Rally Aid for 1. Probably discard the flanking at some point for a reroll. Okay, so he hits nothing that he particularly wants here. That's good for me. I think I just resolve 2 resources. I just accept. This turn, I'm not going to take resources off of him. I'll accept it, you know. I mean, being able to resolve resources would be great for him, but I'll just accept it. I'll not do resources this turn, so that I have plenty of plays. There's another blank there, so now he can Tarkin ability to that. Don't want that to happen. Vandalize, I would have to use up a Yoda die here. But I don't mind using up a Yoda die, I don't think. You know what? I think I Rally Aid here, and as long as I don't hit flanking, I'm happy with whatever happens. Okay, so I'll use this Vandalize. I'll remove this to destroy the Dark Council. I'm happy with that, you know. Rally Aid still played even. What did he do? Did he do anything? I don't think he did anything. Don't seem to have done anything. Oh, yeah, there we go. I wanted to Rally Aid as well because I didn't want to be able to... I don't know. I definitely didn't want to lose this Y-Wing, though. I'll tell you that. I'm okay with I'm okay with not getting the extra resource immediately with Rally Aid. It paid for itself. It's fine. As long as I use Rally Aid how I want to use it, it's all good. He's definitely going to be able to target at some point. Surprised he's not taking the resources now whilst he can before Ezra starts stealing everything. But, you know, it's hard to just be like, hey, you're not playing this deck right, playing against this deck right, because, let's be honest, this deck is not something people run into every day. Yeah, hit the Y-Wing special. That's another thing, right? Stealing resources inevitably leads to damage because Y-Wing. He's going to go for damage, alright? He's going to go for 3 damage there, and 2 damage indirect. Makes sense. So yeah, let's Yoda Disrupt. Well, maybe I should have rerolled the Yoda. Maybe I should have rerolled the Yoda, actually, because I'm going to discard this flanking to reroll the Rookie Pilot anyway. That would have just made sense, you know? Oh, he's going to do that for 4 indirect instead. Okay. 3, 4. Discard the flanking, reroll this. Don't get it. Oh well. 4 indirect. So we both do 4 indirect to each other, but I have clearly ramped better. So 4 indirect. Oh. 4 indirect. I'm still doing 4 indirect no matter what. It's just a case of, do I remove the Ezra, the Rookie Pilot die or not? Like, there's no difference, man. Don't worry about it. But you're right, I should play completely and utterly by the rules. Okay, drew both easy pickings. That's nice, because, you know, Tarkin likes to go to the same symbol, and I'm going to remove the same symbol. Easy pickings is almost direct counter to Tarkin. Makes things really awkward for him. He's going to pay 3 whilst he can for the Heirloom. Makes sense, but Heirloom is a nice target for Hidden Motive.
Ah, the blank. So hoping to get that double resource again on Ezra. That would have been amazing. Alright, well I can remove both of those die. They're showing the same symbol and value, so I will. I don't know why I pinged them. It's kind of obvious which ones I'm getting rid of, let's be honest here. Let's see if Tarkin rolls that blank for the double easy pickings turn. That would be pretty good. Nope. No, he doesn't. Oh well. Throw in the Yoda here. Special disrupt. Alright, so I can go for quite a heavy resource turn if I wanted to this round, or I could go for that double focus. We'll see. I'll roll out the Y-Wing eventually and we'll figure things out. He doesn't have resources to, you know, deal with me right now, so that's fine. Alright, he's still not getting any of the same symbols, so as long as he doesn't have resources, I'll roll in this Y-Wing, try and get that special going. Yeah, special's there. Alright, so I can do some specialing still. That's the thing. Unless he's using like hidden motive or doubt, he could doubt. Like, gotta be wary of doubt for villains. Like best by flanking. I don't have a flanking. I was gonna say best I can do for flanking is gonna be 3 this turn, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. Villain blue and red don't have stuff like that. Okay, so you can do that double focus into 5 melee, which is painful. Very, very painful. So good thing I'm going to have this hidden motive for that. Could just hidden motive the Tarkin die. But I'm not going to. I think I forfeit the reroll and just roll in Rookie Pilot here. Because I want to keep this Yoda special out threatening things. So that's what I'll do. Oh, Rookie Pilot got shield. That's nice. 2 indirect. Sure. I'll take the shield and I will toss that on the Yoda. Because I can. Not like I've got modifier shield sides, so. Alright, double focus. He's going to go for the melee. And then I hit a motive. Calling melee, obviously. And it blanks. That's still fine for me. Well, if he rerolls and gets a 3, that would suck. If he discards and gets a 2, though, that would be amazing. Get a 2. Get a 2. Nope, gets a shield. Alright, well, I've got to be wary that he might do that again, so got to be careful there. No reason not to take the Ezra resource. I should have taken that a long time ago. Save myself some time. Alright. So I will, I think I'll ralliate here. 66% chance. Come on. Hey, I hit it. Fang Fighter for 1. Perfect. And because of ambush, I can immediately roll it out. Toss it into the Yoda. Makes sense. Alright, so that's a 2 range, so my range size is looking pretty good here. I'll play the Headhunter. And I should be able to do a resource and turn to 2 focus, and then I should be able to do some serious damage here. So let's roll in the Headhunter. Get a blank, that's fine. Let's Y-Wing special. 4 damage. It's highly significant damage. Alright, 4 damage dealt. Let's Yoda focus, get a resource, and turn to the double focus. Where I'll do that to turn to the 3 for 1 and the +2. Although I could have gone for the Yoda focus and just gone to the +2, not done this the extra 3 damage and kept a resource. But there we go. 7. Does 7 kill anyone? 7 does not kill anyone. He has 8 health, so good for him of noticing that. So I will put this. I'll put the 7th Sister at 1 hit point with this play. There we go. That'll be that turn. By putting it to 1 hit point, he's not going to want to roll out Tarkin for a long time, and that will slow down his turn. It'll be very effective for me. C-3PO. C-3PO works very well with Y-Wing, so that's going to be great. I also still have a vehicle play with the T-47. Start every turn by rolling out Ezra. And I have Overconfidence and Easy Pings. This is just a good hand in general. Ooh, double ranged. It's terrifying for him to deal with. Does he get anything that I can easy pickings? No, he doesn't. He doesn't even get anything special. Anything special because of that. It was the discard side. There we go. Alright, I'm going to roll out the Z95 in case because it's got the highest chance of landing on a range side, which then puts Ezra to 6 ranged, which is terrifying. Now, I can resolve all 6 of that into him, which guarantees the kill on the 7th Sister, unless he wants to remove 6. But, I mean, this is going to be 5 overkill. He'll probably not do that. So... Humsy hums. Yeah, it would remove 6 off the top of his deck. So it's better probably to throw that into Tarkin at the end of the day. So I'll roll in this Fangfighter instead. Oh, it makes sense to actually roll in the Y-Wing first. Let's roll in the Y-Wing. Let's play the C-3PO on the next round. Well, no, it makes sense to Yoda. It really does make sense to Yoda. Yoda gets me my shields and everything I need. Ah, double focus. Beautiful. Double special, sorry. Double. Beautiful. Yeah, and I'll just overconfidence. I'll just hit a motive, don't mind me. Melee. 50% chance of removing it. And if not, well, it's not hitting the melee side. Perfect. And I just don't want to... Because the thing is, I don't want to kill the 7th Sister because Tarkin then gets the heirloom, you know? Yep, he hits that. Gets that off the board. Alright, sure. Y-Wing, there we go. Y-Wing is going to, at the very least, pop the Force Illusion. Thing is, I can just shoot 7th Sister for 1, and that gets rid of the Force Illusion, you know? Just keep rolling out my dice, you know? I don't need to... I can afford to play it incredibly slowly here. That resource would be a problem. Oh, I lose my vehicle. That's a shame. That resource could be a problem in the later stages. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Like, Tarkin with the best defense? Best defense could be a problem. Best defense could be a problem. That could actually be quite a significant problem. So let's do a Yoda. Let's do a to the 3 for 1, and I'll take a shield, and then I'll Y-Wing for. I'll resolve Y-Wing for 4. And let him hit the Force Illusion. Get rid of the Force Illusion with that. I was thinking I could put the Ezra to just a 1 range and just punch him for 1, which would also... You know, actually punching for 1 would have made that I do 3 more damage overall at the end of the day. But then I wouldn't have had this Yoda special for the 3 ranged. But C-3PO is a thing. Like, I don't really have to worry about not hitting what I want to hit. What? Okay. Oh, right, he discarded the extra top card of the deck. Decided not to lose the Tarkin after all. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't retaliate this turn. I'll C-3PO. There we go. And I've still got this Fangfighter for 3 showing. So 7 damage. 7 damage puts Tarkin really low. I'm not killing anyone with this though. But God, Ezra hurts. Why did I do that? Oh my God, I just realized I haven't rolled out Rookie Pilot yet. That extra damage was the damage I would need to kill with the Grand Tarkin. How's doing me? It's fine. I can roll in C-3PO. I can roll in Rookie Pilot. And I can still use C-3PO plus Rookie Pilot plus the Yoda special to go for a 1 range to kill off the Seventh Sister. So let's Yoda. Let's take another resource here and turn the this to a resource. There's 1 range. He noticed. All right, cool. Then he gets to claim, but that's fine. And his Tarkin is on 2 hit points. Not a good spot he wants to be in. And draw 5. Here are my Boombas. Here's my Into the Garbage chute. And a caution as well. Just good hands. Good hands. Just go for a Y-Wing. If I roll a Y-Wing special, he dies. Nope. Well, he'd have... Well, mostly dead. He'd have to use up both of his resources, and he would have had to have Anciented. 2 focus and 1 focus. I mean, he doesn't not... I don't think he wants to cannibalize that for Tarkin's ability, let's be honest, because that's a blank right there. Yeah, let's roll out C-3PO. And then he has to Ancient to survive. Or get a resource. And then he survives on 1 hit point. Alright. It's another card out of his hand, at least. I only have to threaten. I don't actually have to do what it is I threaten. I could... No, I don't have an easy pickings anymore. Blanking a resource, okay. Removing a die. Removing the Y-Wing die, okay. Well, I guess I should have used up the Y-Wing when I had the chance. Maybe. I don't know. But, I mean, that's another card that he doesn't have to reroll with. Okay. And this is where I Into the Garbage chute for 1. Rookie Pilot removes 6. Beautiful. That is damage he has not taken. Cool. Alright. You can actually do that. You can put a card to the bottom of the deck by... You actually do put a card at the bottom of the deck by doing this. Holding the card, right-click, and slot in. And slot in. And slot in. There we go. Does not work all the time. Well, he wants to give us a good demonstration. I won't complain. So he's showing off that you can, in fact, do this, and then right-click and slide. See? And that's how you do that. And it's on top of the deck. So, there you go. I will roll out this Fang Fighter. Wait, double mouse click? What? No, you don't need to double mouse click. You just right click and drag in. Just slot in like that. I don't know why it's not failing. It sometimes fails on me, but not this time. Just holding both clicks and just going like that, and it just works. It's beautiful. And I did that 10 times. Alright, it's his turn. Assume he wants to try and remove some dice. He's going for a reroll, okay. It means he's not removing die. 2 indirect, yeah, 2 discard, okay. And the thing is, he's not surviving this turn, let's be honest. I've got this double focus on this Yoda. Oh, he can remove the double focus on the Yoda. Cool. And the Fang Fighter as well. Alright, so he's still not surviving though. Because that's the last card in his hand, and I can do focus into the double focus into 3 and +2 for the game. GG. Nothing he can do about that. Lose the caution and the rally aid, and then 5. And there we go. Another victory for this deck. New York Life. Although I already said GG, so I don't know. But there we go. One more win. Still not done a flanking maneuver play, but the whole point of the flanking maneuver is for that late game reach when you just need to finish someone off, right? You can see that especially with in the Boba 7th matchup, where turn 3, like you're running close to death, and you just need to do another 3 or 4 damage to kill off a 7th sister or a Boba, so that you can survive to the next round. You know. All right, resetting the board. You know, guys, I managed to sleep for 10 hours last night. It was great, and I'm still tired when I woke up today, because that's how sleeping for 10 hours works. You wake up and you're still very tired. Alright, Randolph's going to give me another game. I'm fine with that because no one else has joined. And I'm playing the deck once more. Just getting more reps in it, you know? Just getting comfortable. And hey, look, he's already promoted, so I don't have to deal with that. Yoda, Pilot, Ezra. There we go. Never drawn this R2-D2 either. Well, accidentally copying the card isn't the worst thing in the world. He's got a Newt Gunray. Ooh. Is this Newt Vader? Is this Newt Vader? This is Newt Vader. It's some Sir Christopher double planks trash, right? I'll be honest, it's not a terrible deck. It's really not a terrible deck. This isn't random, right? Yeah, no, we get to choose. Yeah. It's not a terrible deck. I was actually very impressed with it the first time I saw it on Chris's stream. Like, it was the precursor really to an OTK sort of deck, because it can do both a leadership and price of failure in one turn. But it can also play like 4 strikes. It can do some very significant damage, very fast, very effective against other 2 character lists like the Obi-Mars. But not necessarily against a deck that can soak so much. But Ezra's, you know, Ezra dies quickly. But with this easy pickings and hidden motive and Y-Wing, this is a good turn 1 setup here, so I'll just try for a rally aid. I don't really have... Okay, get overconfidence caution, that's fine. A handful of removal is alright against, like, a Vader deck. The easy pickings might not necessarily be something that was likely to happen, but I'd rather have easy pickings in case Ezra dies turn 1. But that's not going to happen with this hand. I'm okay with playing a little slow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no way on earth he's beating that, because my god, that was a roll. And I'll take the battlefield again. Having 5 dice, good chance of getting the battlefield, even though one of the dice is Yoda's. But usually, I mean, Yoda's got the equivalent of a 10-13, of a standard 10-13, right? The rookie pilot has the equivalent of a 7 cost. And Ezra has just slightly lower than the equivalent of a 10 cost, so, you know, well, it's actually about the equivalent of a 10 cost for the 2 die. So, you know, 5 dice, the 5th die makes a big difference. Lets you win the battlefield a lot. Turn 1, he's thinking of activating 4 speed. Of playing 4 speed. Then he decides against it because it's my battlefield and he gets shields. Which makes a lot of sense. So I'm just going to roll out this Ezra. Turn 1, try and get that special. Don't get it, get a Disrupt. Disrupt can be scary, but he's not going... And he is going to play the Ancient. Alright, I expected as much. Wants to get rid of his resources early. But this is a problem because a lot of decks use like one cost removal, like say easy pickings, which the Yoda Ezra really preys on with their disrupt shenanigans. Yeah, so I just play my Y-Wing for 2 here because I can afford to with this, since I've got both a caution and a hidden motive here. And I'll discard the Overconfidence. Gonna be awkward for re-rolling though. 3, a 2, and there we go. So yeah, sure, I will absolutely hit a motive this 3. Melee. Let's see if I hit that to 2 and 6 here. If not, I could be in some serious trouble if he 4 speeds re-rolls. Oh, I hit it. Perfect. So he loses that melee side. That's brilliant for me. And Newt, of course, you require a resource to play leadership. So it's not easy for him. Gonna 4 speed into a reroll on the Ancient, try and get some damage out. Alright. Surprised he's not just activating Newt, to be honest. Not playing Lightsaber full, that's interesting of a choice. It does just thin the deck out. It's a good card to just play. I'm going to be slow. And he does hit the 3. Wow, okay, so he God rolls that. He manages to hit the 3, so that's going to be 5 damage dealt to me. Which sucks. Oh well. I can afford to play nice and slowly. Oh, there's a blank. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Now, the real question is, do I want to kill off Newt to prevent these Price of Failure leadership plays? I think I might want to. Let's roll in the Rookie Pilot, who also rolls a blank, but I get to reroll the Y-Wing, and the Y-Wing gets a special. One indirect goes to me, sure. Y-Wing special. If he throws it on Newt, I'll try and kill Newt. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and kill Newt. So I will keep that one ranged, I think, actually. I could potentially, if I get double Yoda special, I can get this 5 range to go off and kill the Newt. Which would be significant. Killing off Newt turn 1 prevents leadership, prevents Price of Failure, makes things very awkward for him. Okay, so I will discard this easy pickings. I will do a reroll. Don't get that. I'm going to go yet again for this. Discarding this caution. Come on. I've got a really high chance. Alright, got double Yoda's specials here. So I'll Yoda to turn this to a 2 and get a resource. And then I'll Yoda to get a resource and a shield. And then I will do 5 to Newt and kill him. So, turn 1 kills a Newt. And I have 4 resources going into the next turn. Don't have any removal this turn though, but there goes his leadership. See, we saw it. We knew he probably had a leadership. Don't have any removal this turn though, which sucks. But I do have Rally Aid for, Y-Wing Fang Fighter plays. It could make things really difficult for this Vader, who manages to God roll for 6 melee again, and I don't have my easy pickings, so I can't do anything about that now. So that sucks. I think I play Scruffy just to play event, just so that he doesn't have an extra, 4 strike to kill Ezra, and then he's going to be able to do another 6, right? Although that focus can do another 3, so he's got 9 damage on the field, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Better to roll out Yoda now in case he wants to go to that 9 otherwise. So, because yeah, this is bad. Play 3 kills Ezra. Yep. But I can do a lot of damage in return, especially if I'm rolling the damage naturally, and I can Rally Aid here. Okay, Force Illusion comes into play. Force Illusion, he can Force Illusion for 4. Well, it'll be 3 equivalent because he actually had to pay 1 for the Force Illusion. But he can do that. I will Rally Aid for 1. Oh yeah, that's right, Waldo. He did miss out on the Vader's ability. Although I would have just discarded, the Woombas. He's worried I might have removal. I don't have removal, though. Now, if I use Boombas and if I use Rally Aid and get a Y-Wing out for 2 for two less, sorry, then I can play both that and the Yoda stuff quite effectively. Either way, I think the best call here is to just... I think the best call is to play the Boombas naturally here for 3. And then I can get out 2 resources, which will allow me to Y-Wing or Fangfighter with the Ralliade. So yeah, roll in the Boomers, sorry. Blank. That's fine by me, because now I can discard to reroll. Oh, feel your anger. Well, that's 4 damage I can't deal with now. That sucks. Another blank, that sucks. Okay, and then he claims, so I can do Yoda's resource, and turn, resource, and turn, and then Ralliade, discard, get out the Fangfighter for 1, which I will roll out. Fangfighter Ralliade's so goddamn good. Get a resource, okay, let's roll an Ezra instead, reroll, so that I can ring roll this Fangfighter die, and hope for ranged. I get a shield instead. So I want to use the Boomba's special ability to try for more damage. I don't think I do. Still miles away from actually being able to kill a guy, so let's just do 3 indirect. He's just going to take it on the chin, which makes sense, and I'll shield up the Yoda a little bit. Yoda's probably dying next turn, unless I pull some good removal, like my into the garbage chute. Nope. More vehicles. Okay. Vandalize can get rid of the Ancient if I am able to. Maximum damage you can do here is 9, so I do survive this turn at least. But he's going to survive this turn no matter what, pretty much. The Ancient for 0, but he does get 6 melee again. Ow! I have garbage chutes, I have overconfidences, I have all sorts of removal here, not getting any of them. I'm rolling out the Yoda though so that I can threaten to vandalize if he doesn't kill Yoda. And that means he does not have a +3 for this Ancient Lightsaber, which he could definitely do with like a 4 strike. He could go to the +3 and then just try for the more damage. Yeah, I didn't want to risk hitting the Boombas, and I was okay of hitting either the Y-Wing or the Fangfighter with the Ralliade, because that guarantees the Ralliade. Remember, Boombas is not a vehicle, so the Ralliade does not work so well with that. Alright, now these Vandalizers are basically worthless in my hand. And he has resources to remove my dice. Because late game, that's what he does, he removes my dice. He's going for rerolls for like the 1 more damage output, point of damage. Alright, so that 4 speed does roll the refocus, so he can get whatever he wants out of that. 2 ranged, nice. But I mean, this is a Vader with effectively 14 plus Force Illusion health. But I'll be able to get out a Y-Wing and a T-47 this round, at least. No, I should roll out. I'll roll out Rookie Pilot here, which will allow me to re-roll the Y-Wing. Nope, still 2 disrupt. Losing out on the Yoda means that I can't focus things, so I'm really reliant on rerolls to win now, which sucks, obviously. So let's roll out the Boombas. Gotta be afraid of these Feel Your Angers, though. Boomers is bad for Feel Your Anger plays. Passes again. Alright, discard a Vandalize to reroll these 3 dice. Still 2 blanks. Yep, resolve the Y-Wing. He gets to pop the Force Illusion for 4. Oh yeah, that's another thing about killing Newt turn 1. I don't have to deal with any of his rubbish. Alright, so that's the Shotos he loses, and 3 other cards. There goes the other Fear Anger, there goes the Force Strike. Okay, those are 2 cards that I'm very afraid of. I'm just really worried about about getting killed on the next round, at the start of next turn before I'm able to do anything with it. Before I'm able to do anything about it, you know. Really need to draw into like my Into the Garbage Chutes or something with that. So let's discard yet again and reroll. He must have some removal, right? Hey, there's a +2. Your anger to remove the character die. Okay. But now I can Rally Aid and I get a T-47 for free. Yay. Alright, I think for the sake of doing more damage, I am going to use the Power Action on the Runaway Boomers instead of get the Y-Wing in, because I can still get in the Airspeeder, unless, let's see, if this Airspeeder rolls a special... Nope, it rolls 2 ranged. Alright, cool. So I'll use the Runaway Boomers ability here to pay 1 to roll in another Boomers die. And a blank, of course it did. Then I can play for another Airspeeder. Roll that in. Shield, and then I can discard the Y-Wing and reroll these, and I'm just trying to go for good damage here. These Boomers dice are failing me, but I still get another 3 out at least. So 3 plus 4, so 7 damage. I mean, that's not insignificant, but he has plenty of health to just soak that. So I really badly, I really badly need to draw into my Into the Garbage Chutes to win. A third hand of 0 removal. Oh, that's not what I want to see. The caution is completely worthless because I only have 1 character. That's not what I want to see at all. Keep rolling blanks, please. Keep rolling blanks. Although, to be fair, if he does a blank into reroll for the damage to kill, then I lose. So it doesn't matter that I messed up, that I didn't draw removal. Alright, here's a special on Y-Wing. He can remove... I'll probably end up having him remove all those resources. Though if he has an altar now, that would be a problem for me. He doesn't. Okay. They don't run altars in that deck, so... Three blanks. That's lucky for me. It's me to resolve Y-Wing special here. Oh, never mind. He used full speed special. Of course he did. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna call event. I need to actually remove a card from his hand just so that he has less rerolls at this point. An event is very likely for him to have something, so yeah, no, let's... Oh, those are all really good events. Rise Again could heal him and keep him alive. Force Strike, though, is 3 damage. Like, if he rolls on the 2 or the 3 on Vader, I lose, because then he can Force Strike. So I've got to get rid of the Force Strike to not die. And keep the Rise Again. He can keep the Rise Again, but that way I don't die this turn, and that's what's important. Although, to be fair, he couldn't Rise Again because of Y-Wing Special. Oh, of course. Y-Wing Special makes the Rise Again really awkward for him. Rise Again wasn't useful, actually. Not a useful card, so I was really glad to have let him keep it instead of this Force Strike. Because I'm saying, oh, but no, I made the right choice. If I'd let, because he can't, if he Rise Against, he heals 5, but he takes 4 from Y-Wing. In this case, if he has doubt, and he's going to discard, he's keeping the Rise Again. Alright. Punished Greed. Punished Greed right there. Rerolling that 2 on that Vader. That is Punished Greed right there. But you know, I want to talk. Because he could still totally re-roll into 9 and kill me, you know. If the stars align, oh well, he only needs 7, so it's not too unlikely he could do this. Ah, double blank again. All right, so I'm good for that at least. Yeah, so let's just start playing the game now. Well, my game now. All right. I know he can't do anything, so I'm just going to play my game now, and he's going to claim. Well, he's going to use that, obviously. Now, this shouldn't be too difficult for me to actually kill him from here, because I do have the T-47 specials to reroll things with. Wait, why did I play the C-3PO and not the R2-D2? I should have played the R2-D2 first. Oh well. Let's roll in a Fang Fighter. Alright, that's something to rookie pilot with. 2, 4. That's looking good for me there. Roll in this other airspeeder. Blank, cool. Let's run away bumpers. And I think I've got lethal here. So C-3PO as a focus to put to 2 and a 3. 8 plus 4. No, he survives on 1 hit point if I do that. So this is where I'll caution and reroll the 3. All right, that's lethal now. Because I Y-wing for 4. I C-3PO to resolve this as focus to go for the 2-2. And there we go, 8 damage for the kill. GG. Worst comes to worst, I would draw 2 more cards. What would those have been? Oh, one of them would have been flanking maneuver, that would have been cute, and the other was into the garbage chute. So he had a really good chance of killing me there. He needed either the Ancient to roll a 3 and then both Darth Vader dice to roll a damage, or to have the Ancient roll 1 and both Darth Vaders roll 3s. And with that 4 strike, it was not too unlikely, so I'm really glad I got rid of that 4 strike from his hand. Alright, this deck is doing very well. Brothers Jin coming in. Yep. Hi. Yeah, Peter, my opponent technically just chose not to every time, but at the same time, I don't think it mattered. So, we're lucky there. Thing is his proc, so he has to remember to do it. It's not a forced thing, so I don't have to remember that he can do it either. It would have made a difference one of those rounds, but not that last round. I accidentally dropped my deck off the edge, so that was dumb of me. Let's reorder those. I highlighted all of them with the bounding box and then pressed G to group. Alright, what would be up with me? Oh, a Luke. New Luke. Okay. New Luke, new Rey. I should destroy this deck, in theory. But this is a good testing of the equivalent of, like, I think Ayla Rey is probably better. But this Luke Rey can be damaging, you know? But those shield sides won't be that big of a deal, because I should be able to just... What should be able to happen here is I should be able to just out-resource him here. Do I want to keep any of these? Do I want to keep, like, the Fang Fighter or something? I'll keep the Fang Fighter. But I'm really looking for Rally Aid really badly here, but I just don't want to have a hand of no vehicles at start turn. Hey, there's Rally Aid. This is going to be... I only have the one vehicle though, so this is going to be kind of awkward if I wanted to use my weapons factory. But... 6 versus his 7. Alright, he actually wins for once. I lose the battlefield for once. Luke's pretty good at doing that, so... Is he going to choose my battlefield so he can put the shield on Ray immediately? Nope. As I figured he wouldn't, because it would totally make sense for him not to. Let's put a shield on Ezra and a second shield on Ezra. Now I've got this caution, which I'll probably use off the Ezra dice to shield up Yoda, because he's probably going to go for Yoda first. Resource of focus. He's aiming to try and go for a shield on for Ray, I think there. Double resource on Ezra. Alright, that's not terrible. Thing is, do I want to scruffy anything? I think I just want to keep all my resources here. Try and go for a runaway Boomba's Rally Aid start. Alright, lightsaber pull. If he pulls a good lightsaber, then, you know. If he pulls a Shotos, then I'll call upgrade. Otherwise, he is pulling Shotos, so I guess I will scruffy nerf her to this. I don't want that Shotos every turn. But as it stands, I could just get 4 resources for Runaway Boomba's Rally Aid and then Fang Fighter for 1. Scruffy, upgrade. Who would have thought it? That's synchronicity. That's the Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Actually, the Obi-Wan's lightsaber is scarier to me, honestly. Because of synchronicity. Synchronicity with Luke is actually really good. That's actually terrifying. And he could afford it with the resource, right? He could take a resource and then Obi's no matter what. So I'd rather him not have the Obi saber. Alright, double focus on that Yoda. Didn't get any specials. Because I really would like specials for the Rally Aid and running Boombas. It's fine. Yeah, I just take the resources, I think. Although, because I still got caution with the rookie pilot, no matter what here. I would really have liked the Yoda to have rolled a special though for the Rally Aid Runaway Boombas combos. Synchronicity coming in on the Ezra, he says. Okay. Let's just play that Rally Aid for 1. If I don't manage to get the resources, then, well, Runaway Boombas is still playable, so. Does he focus into 2 more melee and then just, like, from the, like, 2 more melee of the Shotos, do 4 damage, take 2 resources? That sounds reasonable to me from what he could do. Puts it as a shield instead, I guess. Okay. I think resources are just valuable things, though, so... I don't know. I'm going to discard this caution to reroll these Yodas. Hopefully I can get a special for resources. I do! So yay, I have resources for the Runaway Boombas. And the Fang Fighter. So, boom for the resource. And turn. Boom for the resource. And a 3rd shield on Ezra. So if he wants to bash through those shields, he can. He'll have to. He does have another Synchronicity in hand. I'm surprised he's not playing that. No reason for him not to. I've got plenty of time left. So I'm going to be playing both a Boombas and a Fang Fighter this turn. Hey, Randolph. Welcome to the stream. You probably was in it already, but welcome here. Congratulations on not activating Vader. Ezra? Yeah. Yep. Alright, so he had to break through that, so caution, well worth it. Wait, I didn't caution. Where did I get that third shield on it? Oh, Yoda special. Duh. Runaway Boombas for 3. This is just how good the engine is, right? Ezra's very likely to roll a resource, especially with Yoda giving him special abilities, right? I can get 4 resources out per turn. That's just really good. Then I can actually do something with the resources, you know? So Ralliade to play the Fang Fighter for 1. And there we go, played my hand efficiently. And because it has ambush, I can actually go in again. Which makes all of the sense. Shield. That's not something he can deflect, although I don't think he has a deflect. I forget what the other card in his hand is. That's dumb of me. To indirect. I'm tempted to take this claim at this point. I get a resource out of it. I could potentially lose up to 4 damage, but I'm gonna claim. Yeah, I'll keep the overconfidence. He gets me a resource, and more importantly, it stops him from having a resource, so he only has 3 resources instead of 4. Although 3 is the magic number. Oh, it was riposte. 3 is the magic number for like for abilities, like for Luke Skywalker. Although he might have a one with the Force or something that I stop. All right, into the garbage chute. That'll be nice. And I do have a vehicle in Fang Fighter, so that's good. So let's just turn 1 roll Ezra. Also, easy picking's very, very nice against Rey. Double special, so he's got to play his 3 resource thing if he can immediately, or else he loses 2 resources there. Okay, so he's going to play the Shotos, which still is going to lose him a resource out of this. Yeah, I'm going to make sure he loses a resource out of that. But he's going to have shields for Rey for days now. And that is going to be damage as well. Yeah, I think I just need to garbage shoot the rookie pilot here. To just remove the 2 damage sides. Remove the 2 damage dice. I just need to remove as much as possible so that Ezra survives for a while. So that I have the chance to easy picking something, you know. Two shield and a blank. Do I want to easy pickings the blanks? It's likely to be about 2 damage that I would otherwise take. So yeah, I'll easy pickings the 2 blanks. I think that's worth it. Okay. Doing it as damage. Yoda survives on 1 hit point. He could have another riposte or something, but highly unlikely. Double Yoda special. Nice. So Yoda can make these Runaway Boombas stuff work very nicely. He's going to go for that melee chance to try and kill off the Ezra, which makes sense. Gets a blank, roll in Boombas. I'll probably end up rolling in 2 Boombas here this round. Does he have... nope. Okay, I was going to say, does he have a hidden motive? A 1 melee. A 1 melee, is that worth hidden motiving? Yes, simply because... simply because I want to not have cards in my hand to get the Fang Fighter working with Ralliade. Don't know what happened to the die, but okay. So it's just going to claim. That means I can do whatever I want, and that's just beautiful for me. So let's roll out this Fang Fighter. Get a shield off that, I guess. Let's discard the overconfidence. Let's re-roll these 2. Well, actually, let's Runaway Boombas first. pay 1 to roll in a Boomers die. Then let's discard Overconfidence to reroll 2. Order of things matters. Still nothing. Cool. Well, let's Rally Aid, which gets me my other Fang Fighter out for 1. 3 ranged. Alright, so... Yep, I'll use Yoda here. I will take the shield so that he doesn't die to the Ray activation. Oh, he will die to the Ray activation anyway because of Shotos. So I'll put it on Yoda instead. And I'll get... no, I'll get a resource instead and I'll turn... do I turn... I get 1 more out. No, I don't get any more out of it. And a turn to 3, and then I'll do the 6 indirect. I was thinking I can turn the Yoda to the double focus and then double focus 2 things, but like I might as well just use the focus on this. Oh no, I forgot he had a dollar. It would have made total sense for him to do that. It would have made a lot of sense for me to steal that and actually turn this to a damage. Made complete and total sense. But I didn't do that, so... Alright, I'll take a resource off the Fang Fighter. And I will deal 5 to the Ray, shields and tanks up like crazy. But if I kill the Ray, this makes the Luke a lot weaker. I do potentially have the damage to punch through that. Alright, and I've got 5 resources for the next round, and there we go. Another into the garbage chute, which will be useful to use up the Ezra before he dies, I guess. Oh wait, Ezra's dead anyway, because Ray 2 just activates and Ezra dies. Yeah. I'm just not going to be able to use this Ezra. So I'll be probably using the rookie pilot into the garbage chute with. And then I guess I caution on the Yoda die. Caution's probably not getting used this round. But there dies Ezra. I do have another vehicle for T-47 Airspeeder. I would like to, get more than one vehicle at some point, though. That would be helpful. Let's just roll in Yoda here. Double discard, and not the most useful thing in the universe. Force Illusion comes out on the Ray, okay. Yeah, I can just play the C-3PO, no consequences at all. I'm not trying to be fast. And that C-3PO can, of course, do focus shenanigans with the Runaway Boombas. The thing is, the Runaway Boombas is just so good when you can actually focus all the indirect. Which works nicely with the Yoda. 4 speed onto the Luke. Okay, Luke finally has something he can potentially use the power action on. Moving the 4 speed? No, that doesn't sound good. No, it doesn't. Yeah, let's just start rolling in things. Hope he doesn't run Deflect. I mean, most decks aren't ranged in this game, but, Deflect is good against the, against vehicle decks. Alright, so he rolled 2 on the shields there, which I cannot remove into the garbage chute, which sucks. But I can hit a motive one of them, I guess. And it does have a 50% chance of hitting the shield, so... Oh, blank, okay. Well, he's definitely going to discard to reroll here. If he rolls nothing good, then I will Yoda double discard, I guess. I could double discard, but I think the best thing to do is remove those 4 damage with the into the garbage chute here then. So let's use my other garbage chute, remove the rookie pilot from play to get, well, for now, for the turn to get rid of 4 damage. Yeah, discard and reroll again. Alright. That was a Force Illusion as well, that's pretty significant. Alright, so he can get the 7 damage out here, which hurts a lot. It one-shots the rookie pilot if he really wants to do it, but the rookie pilot's already served his purpose, so... let's roll out a Boombas. Yeah, how much damage can I do maximum? I can do 12, I can do 14 maximum with this airspeeder here. And that's a significant portion of their character dice left, their health left. They have 9. 9 plus 6 is 15, plus the Force Illusion hitting 3 of it. So 18. So they have 18 health, and that'll do, and I can do 12. So both sides do very significant amount of damage to the other. Yeah, that's a 3. That's good. He could have removal, but I don't think he's got removal, because otherwise surely he would have used it on that 3. Unless he wants to use it on the C-3PO die, which totally makes sense. So I'll give him the option of using it on the C-3PO die here. Tempted to use Caution as a to get shield, but not going to. Ancient Lightsaber comes into play for Luke. Okay, well that's going to be some good health generation for him, so scary. Caution, discard, re-roll these 3 dice. Hey, there's a double focus on the Yoda. Oh, I forgot to get another Boomba's die out. Whoops. He's going to save everyone some time by using the Ancient Lightsaber now instead of when I eventually resolve all the stuff. I might use that Yoda special actually on the T-47. Draw 2 cards. Because if one of them's a vehicle, that's really nice. So I'll Ralliate here, get out the airspeeder. 0, roll in the airspeeder. Did just roll 2 range naturally though. Let's Boombas, pay 1 for the Boombas. Roll that in. Blank. So I can draw 2 cards. Or I can just do that 10 damage I was saying I could do. 14 damage, should I say. Third choice. There's not a good chance. There's not a great chance I can draw more vehicles. I draw a flanking maneuver though. Oh my god. Let's use the C-3PO for it. Well, no. Let's get a resource and turn to the special and use the special to draw 2 cards. Okay, I do get a Y-wing, so I can play a Y-wing with that. For 3. I do get to use that with the C-3PO. So yeah, let's Y-wing. He'll probably burn the Force Illusion for 4 there. Hit a guard, that's nice. Hit another ancient, alright. Oh yeah, yeah, go to the 3 here, and do I go for 1 more damage here, or do I get a resource on C-3PO? Well, actually, that ray dies, right? If I go for 6. Yeah, if I go for the extra damage, the ray dies. So let's go ahead and throw 6 at Rey and kill her, right? Yeah, that just makes the sense to kill the Rey. Yeah, and then the 5, so yeah. It's 5, not 6, yep, there we go. Then the C-3PO die does nothing. Alright, so that gamble to draw 2 cards paid off heavily. That draw 2 is so good with this deck with the Ralliades. This can be a taxing deck, a very taxing deck to play. Oh, he's gonna Reaping. Gets out an heirloom for 2. Alright. Let's roll in the Yoda now. Try and get so I can potentially get some shields or something. Okay, never mind. Gonna roll in the Luke. Luke probably kills. Yep, definitely kills the Yoda. Unfortunately, so I'm just gonna have to resolve the discard. So that I hopefully hit something. Alright, hit lightsaber pull. That's something, I guess. Oh, he force feeds. Kills Leota, and then does he shield? He takes 2 shields. Alright. He's like, I'm not going to kill the guy this turn, so I'm going to take my shields instead and shield up. Makes sense, but I have a lot of this stuff, and I still don't draw my flankings. Not bitter. Okay. You know, I just want to draw a flanking, but that wouldn't mean drawing a flanking wouldn't even be good here, actually. I'd only be able to do it for 4. Because I'd be using the C-3PO die here. So I'd only be able to flanking for 4. I mean, that's no fun, just flanking for 4, you know? Let's roll in the Y-Wing. Let's threaten the C-3PO Y-Wing combo. Let's see if he does anything about that. Okay, he does. Flank special, so moves the Y-Wing. Makes sense. Alright, let's just keep rolling all the things. Resource? Claim. Alright, cool. And now he watches as I kill him. Roll in the Fang Fighter. Rolling the Boombas. Discard Scruffy. Play a Ralliade for 1. Activate Ralliade. Get out a Z95. Cool. Roll in the Z95. Activate the rally. Hit the T-47. Get in the other T-47. This is why I have flanking maneuver in this deck. Oops. Do I really want to try for this flanking? I could just go for flanking here. I mean, as it stands, do I have lethal? As it stands, I have lethal. So let's do this to try and draw 2 cards. Hey, I get to flanking. Flanking for 4. Get a resource so that I can flanking. And then 2 for the game. Oh shit, that isn't the game. That isn't the game. I can't resolve the ranged. Shit. Discard the flanking. Danger, danger. I ruined myself. Alright, there we go. And the 3 for the game. But, you know, that's what flanking is supposed to do. It's supposed to come out at the end and provide extra damage, although I didn't draw them this time. But, you know. It feels good when I have all of these dice, you know? All of these dice and my opponent just It's like, okay, I claim, and it's like, all right, now it begins. How many sports do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And of those 10, I can get out 9 dice because Runaway Boom Boost can count as 2. Just beautiful flanking, right? I can afford all this, and I don't run Chance Cube. That's why it's so beautiful, you know? Just I don't even have to run Chance Cube on this. Chance Cube's not good to run either because then it just messes with your turn because you have to pay a resource for it. I could totally reroll with Scruffy, but I just wanted to win the game at that point. You know, let's be honest. That wasn't going to change the lethalness. And the other cool thing about this is that other than Yoda, who is he's off the charts expensive, like these cards aren't expensive. Right, Y-Wings are probably pretty expensive, but they're rares, so I could realistically pull one. You know? Let's reset the board. Give it 1 min in case. I'll do it for 1 minute. Yes. We've got time for just the one more game here, so if anyone else wants to jump in and steal this last game, they are welcome to. If not, then it will be the Brothers Dim for the last match. Yeah, did he manage to spawn something without being blue? That's impressive. I did not know you could do that as a spectator as a pro spectator. Huh. Alright. Yeah, how much is a Yoda going for anyway these days? Like, probably pretty high, I would imagine. Let me just Google that. Well, the promo is going for 250 quid. That's pretty insane. eBay has it at 35 right now. Little expensive. Little expensive, but it's cheaper than like an ancient lightsaber. Thing is though with Yoda, like I plan yeah, with Yoda, I plan to yeah, let's get ready to start. With the Yoda, the thing is, I plan to play in draft. And if I'm playing, I plan to play in draft a lot whilst I'm at Worlds, right? I'm going the full week. So I'm going to be playing draft on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, basically. So if I can pull a Yoda, then that means I don't have to bring a Yoda to the event. Oh, wrong deck. That means I don't have to bring Yoda to the event. That would save on a lot of money if I managed to pull Yoda from a draft. Problem is, though, Yoda isn't necessarily the sort of character that people have spares of, you know? And I don't want to be in a situation where I have to buy a Yoda off someone at Worlds, because they could charge through the roof there. But I could always borrow one. Oh, Y-Wings are cheap? Okay, good. Yeah, it's mostly the Empire at War stuff that I actually really worry about. I'm thinking of bringing basically all three of these decks to Worlds anyway, just in case. I changed my mind at the last minute, you know, but we'll see. Boba Talzin. Okay, I don't see that being as good as Thrawn Talzin, but we'll see. What do I want in my hand? Not the Scruffy. I'll keep the easy pickings for sure. Caution, no thank you. I'll keep the Fan Fighter so I have a vehicle in my hand, and C-3PO isn't terrible. Yeah, I'll keep the two. Looking for a Rally Aid, but this might be the first time I start the game without Rally Aid. So, alright. It's also running Outer Rim Outposts. Again, that's a very risky battlefield to be running there. 7 versus my 4. Yeah, Fangfighter has 2 draft boxes. Like, that's not difficult. Because the thing is, I can buy draft boxes whilst I'm at Worlds, because they'll just have a ton of draft boxes around to buy. So I can buy him for the American price, which is cheaper than the British price. Because for America, it's like, you know, it's I don't know what the actual number is, but it's something like $20 versus £20. And even if I don't, you know, plenty of people are just going to have leftover Fang Fighters from their draft box that I can just do. Alright, so he's actually going to let me go first, so that's kind of him. So that'll let me play the Fang Fighter and still roll out the Ezra. I don't know why I'm playing the Fang Fighter when I can save it for later, but I don't have a Rally Aid, so... I should have kept him guessing that I might have a Rally Aid, though. I don't know. He might have had a Vandalize, and he was saving it just for the Rally Aid. Or something. But yeah, since I intend to do draft, getting draft boxes is not a problem. But now that he's rolled a Disrupt, now I definitely would have played the Fang Fighter, so it's not a big deal. And I get Yoda Special, which will allow me to Ezra Special to steal a resource. That'll be useful, heavily useful, especially since I just remembered Easy Pickings costs a resource. Duh. $12.50 for draft? Right. Yeah, that's nice and cheap. Oh, does he isolate and remove the Yoda die? Okay. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll discard this overconfidence and reroll these. Hey, there's that Ezra Special. Thing is, he did pay a resource to do that, so now this Ezra Special is definitely going to hurt if he doesn't have anything for it. I mean, that isolation did definitely slow me down. The Yoda Ezra combo is a little weak to Easy Pickings, which sucks, and Entangle, which sucks. And this definitely is this Talzin Boba is definitely the sort of deck that will run Entangle. All right, so wrist rockets. Yep. The Talzin to the 2 makes sense. I will steal the resource. And he'll disrupt it. That's fine, because that's a die he's not using for damage. Hey, there's a resource if I want to get the C-3PO out still. To the Ezra, I think he meant, sure. Nothing to vandalize, which is funny. No, I'm just going to reroll it. Shield instead, not as good. But I want the ranged. Sorry, right. Discard. Let's reroll 3 of these. I get the resource on the rookie pilot. I can take the resource, then play C-3PO. Take the rookie pilot resource. Play C-3PO. Roll him in. Let's see if I get a focus on C-3PO. I don't, I get a blank. C-3PO, I can focus to the Yoda to focus to the Ezra Special to take a resource off of him. Or I can focus to the Yoda focus to go for 5 damage. I think I'd rather take the 5 damage here. There we go, with the C-3PO play, we are golden. We're golden. Talzin is very efficient, but Boba is definitely the threat. So we'll go for the Boba. Especially since I have 3 sides. It could be a problem. Alright, still got my easy pickings. So hopefully I can use this before I go down. Okay, double Y-Wing. Got the R2-D2, which is nice, because that allows me to turn a die, same as Yoda. Yeah, I really do like Thrawn Talzin a lot as well, Wardo. It was the one I was intending to take to Worlds originally. Then it just, in my testing, it falls, it's really weak against Boba. Against Boba 7th. Boba 7th usually kills off the it usually kills off the Talzin early, and then Thrawn just doesn't have enough dice to go for the win because it's running 7th for the high removal, and if Boba as well is running He's lagging, I'll let him. I noticed. Force wave, alright, so he can turn something. But yeah, they would usually kill off the Talzin, and then I just didn't have enough because Boba's, of course, gives access to Entangle, and Seventh Sister has blue for like overconfidence and hidden motive and stuff. So, alright, so he wants to throw this +2 at me. I don't think I can stop that. I can. So, he uses up my removal. But the play would be to use easy pickings on my own Ezra special. Or I could just discard and reroll. You know what? Discarding and reroll just sounds like a smart choice. Resource, yay! But I could have used easy pickings to remove my own Ezra die to remove the Force illusion. Alright. He hits the other Y-Wing. That sucks. But now I can roll out the Yoda with basic impunity. Yoda only has one 2-side. And I didn't hit it, thank God. Yeah. Glad to hear that you watch all of the streams. Well, some of the streams at least. Watto, that's nice. Okay, and he gets a 2 ranged and... Okay. Okay. Just have to press it once. And he gets a 2 ranged and a 2 melee, as he was going to in the first place. So I can't remove that with easy pickings. That sucks for me. Which will kill off the Ezra. Unless I do some shielding with Yoda. If I do some shielding with Yoda, Ezra would go... Ezra would still die to the Force throw. I just don't think it's worth keeping Ezra alive, I'm going to be honest. So, I'm going to use Yoda to turn Ezra to the resource side here. And get a resource. So I'll at least have 6 resources in exchange for losing my Ezra early. And that's worth it, I think. Because if I had easy pickings, if I did decide to easy pickings instead, then Ezra would live. But that's spending a resource to easy pickings, you know. But at the same time, though, the Force illusion is the Force throw is going to be a problem. There's no doubt about that. There's going to be a problem. So there's always something to worry about. Let's roll in the Fang Fighter. Shield. He's going to want to throw something. Question is, does he want to throw a 1 at the Ezra and then keep the 2, or okay, he's going to go for the Witch Magic. So I'm going to remember. So I'm going to have to remember the next 3 cards he gets: Force Wave, a Reversal. Oh god, and a Feel Your Anger. Okay, so Reversal and Feel Your Anger. Both those very scary cards. He's going to have the resources for him as well. Well, he isn't, but he probably will have by the end of it. Alright, C3PO time. That's the wrong dice. Actual C3PO time. You can throw the C3PO die at me for 0 if you want. Won't be too diametrically opposed to that. I have so many resources though. Alright, let's play the Z95. I'm definitely going to take some damage with this Force Throw. But it's worth it, because otherwise I don't get to do the damage. Let's play the R2-D2. Still going to have a lot of resources. But I can spend them all very quickly as well. The game with Rally Aid is the one where I'm the richest. I find that funny. And a blank, okay. And I'll discard to reroll all of it. There's a 3, good. So that'll be force thrown at me, and then I have basically nothing afterwards. Well, I can go C-3PO for the Yoda to turn the R2-D2 to a side and take a shield. I don't need another resource. Alright, and then with R2-D2, I can draw a card and then turn this to the 3 for 1. I was hoping I would be able to draw a vehicle, but I didn't. I haven't even rolled out Rookie Pilot. Whoops. Hey, +2. Nice. Did not get punished. Alright, so that's good damage. So he's taken 6 so far. That's nice. And good some good ramps good. Don't really have the character dice for Vandalize anymore though. And there's my Rally Aid, and there's a Runaway Boombas. Alright, so I know he has a reversal. I know he has a Force Wave. So he's probably going to roll out Boba first to try and get a resource. Which will allow him to play either the event or the upgrade. He gets the resource. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Double focus, okay. Mislead, is he going to remove that too? That sounds great to me, because that means he isn't playing the Force Wave or the... he isn't playing the Force Wave or the reversal here then. And I get to do a 2 without the Force Illusion. Force Illusion? Force Focus. Force Focus? Force Throw. God. Slave 1, okay. Yep, turn that to the special. At the end of the day, he's going to be able to do 3 damage to me with that thing, no matter what. So it's better for me to just let him do 2 if he wants right now. Because if he doesn't do 3, because if he does, because I'm going to be able to turn this Z95 to a 3, right? Focus to the special. Okay, so the goal will be just to not have any 3s. That'll be the plan. A simple plan for simple people. Just don't have 3s. Right, 1. I don't know why I'm putting it there, because it doesn't have a dice. This is where he starts his counter reroll. Okay. Or not. Would I accept a pass here? I would. I would accept a pass here. Alright. He's just going to reroll. Discard and Disrupt's not great for him. Let's play the Runaway Boombas for 3. Such a pity I don't have the easy pickings. Oh well. Disrupt and discard again. He really likes rolling those. You realize that discard disrupt. Alright, let's just roll out Boombas, I guess. If that lands on a 3, so be it. It lands on a 3, so be it. At least it's the indirect damage. Okay. At least it's the indirect damage, so I can still potentially kill off the Boba here. R2D2 gets a melee. Okay, it's not a special, unfortunately for me. Gonna need to use a R2D2 special at some point. So, oh, he does have the Feel Your Anger. Ah, I know the last guy in his hand though is a reversal, so I don't have to worry about that. He's going to keep that discard out so that I can't Ralliade. Oh, never mind, he isn't. Oh, Yoda dies. Yoda doesn't die. If I use C-3PO to go Yoda for shield and turn to the side, then Yoda lives. But only barely. And I don't have the resource for this the C95, so glad I hit the one. He takes a resource. I really should have rolled in the rookie part first. Yeah, there we go, +2. That's fine by me. I'll discard Scruffy for 0. I will Ralliade, which will get out my Airspeeder. I'll roll in the Airspeeder. Shield, well, I'm not having that. Let's have R2D2 to draw a card. Into the garbage chute, that's going to be useful. And we'll set this to a +2 here. To a 2 here, should I say. And that's exactly enough to kill the Boba. I was worried for a second that I misread and he actually had 11 health. 12 health, but he didn't, he only had 11, so Yoda's going to die next turn, that's basically a given, but I now have all of the ramp I would ever need. Which I will need to use because of this force throw. Into the garbage chute, I can get that. But then again, with force throw going to the special side. Let's into the garbage chute. We'll tap the rookie pilot to remove these 2 dice. And the idea here is that I hopefully hit a motive, the force illusion. Come on, baby, hit the special. If I hit the special, I win, basically. 1 ranged. Yoda dies. But at least I can do damage with what I've got left. So let's start rolling. 1 shield. He has double force illusion. Okay. And he has the deck to support it right now. 1 resource. I can get me 2 cards, but I don't really have... Well, I do still have a Ralliade. Their stuff. Don't have the resources. That's going to be a problem. There's a blank for Feel Your Anger. Does not take the flank for Feel Your Anger. Okay. At this point, I'll draw 2 cards. Flanking. Okay. Flanking would be a force illusion pop. Why didn't I wait for the Feel Your Anger? Why did I do that? Feel Your Anger is still totally in play. He does not have it. We're good. We are good. Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 to get another Boombas die out here. No, another 2. Okay. Now I'm just going to start discarding to reroll everything. That's looking a bit better. Okay, so I could use the C-3PO to get 3 resources for that, which would then allow me to flanking. I would flanking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That pops 1. No, that wouldn't be worth it. Well, I can still keep discarding and seeing how this goes with these two. They both rolled 3s, so that's really good. Alright, so resolve the 5 indirect. I don't know what he's waiting for here. But yeah, I could have gone for a flanking, but I'm not doing that. Well, flanking for 5 would have been nice, but I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'll just draw a card with that. I'll take a resource. I'll resolve the 6. He's gonna have to lose another 3. Oh, he lost the other Feel Your Anger, that's good to see. I really should be paying attention to what he actually discards. Sith Holocron, good. The other Sith Holocron, okay. And the Force Push, alright. Clearly he needs Sith Holocrons. Witch Magic. Okay, so he's gonna let me claim. That was what he was waiting for, so he's gonna let me claim, alright. If that was him, I would have taken a 3 on the False Illusion long ago so you'd be able to claim this. Alright, here are all of my supports again. I don't need the Rally Aid, let's discard that. Let's have this. So I can flanking for up to 7. 8 if Rally Aid cooperates. Well, that's almost a kill, you know. Let's just start as we mean to go on. Let's roll in something that's got a higher likelihood of being force pushed. Nope, not being force push, force throw. Alright, blanks all around. Didn't pay for Z-Fighter? You're completely correct. Alright, roll in the airspeeder, I guess. It's one of those things where I'm perfectly willing to use into the garbage chute, but I don't think I need to. And if he keeps discarding to reroll, he'll eventually run out of cards. I could, you know. This has a discard side on it. The airspeeder has a discard side on it. I could go for a discard 5 if I needed to win through mill. Ah, that was going to land on the 3. Oh well. Blank. Yay. The more dice I can get out without him thinking about it, the better. If he manages to roll 4 damage, I garbage shoot. If he rolls 3 damage, I'll probably garbage shoot. But 2, I'm not going to garbage shoot on a 2. Ah, it rolled a 3. So that's probably getting force thrown. I wanted him to roll blank, so that way he'd keep it in the pool, and then I could flank him for 6, and that would practically be game over. Alright, now I don't think there's anything that they can do that would kill me here, so... You can't spot the yellow for the reversal, so... So truce into reversal doesn't kill me. What do you have card-wise? Frighten? Isolation? Electroshock? Vandalizers? Okay. If that rolls a 2, I have to resolve that as a shield, which would suck. Alright, but I've got 5, so I can hit him for 5 with the flanking. But then I don't have my resource to survive with the shield, but... I think I rallied. I've got 4 and 6. I've got 4 and 5 chance of getting something I want here. Well, the Fang Fighter is not the best, but I get 4 and 5. Hit the Fang Fighter. Okay. Oh wait, it's free because of the weapons factory. Then I can roll them out. Hey, I got 2 discard sides. I'm coming for that deck. Now I have 6 on the field for a flanking kill. That's okay with also just paying 1 less for a flanking and then taking a resource and going for a second flanking for the win, you know? Okay, he overconfidences. I would be removing that C3PO die if I was him. Resource and a 2 range, so I lose the resource. But I have 5 to flanking with. So that's what I'll do. Pay 2 for 5. Could have taken the resource C3PO. Got out Boomba's die if I wanted to instead. Okay, didn't hit the 2. We're good. Alright. And this is basically game. It's just a matter of do I want to win through flanking or not. I mean, that's game. Yeah, and that's the other way to kill, with the second flanking. It's working out very well. Bit scary. Just a little. And I've also got these Vandalizers, which aren't that good outside of the OTK matchup, but in the OTK matchup, they can win you the game. So, and I mean, that's also very useful in the Obi-Maz matchup, being able to just get rid of those running interferences. But I mean, I'd rather have a Ren for that, but yeah, Vandalize. Vandalize is the better all-rounder. I'm not hurting for resources in this deck. Yep. Oh wow, and I have managed to exactly hit 2 o'clock because the time just changed. Wow, okay, so in 20 seconds I will have done my 3 hours, so see ya. This has been me, GameSlayer99, aka No Brainer. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this deck. I will post it in the... well, no. I'll post it in the description in like 3 or 4 minutes. This might be the one I'm taking to Worlds. We will see. So thank you for watching. Signing out. Damn it, I missed the end by like 12 seconds.